What up, y'all? It's Michael Sean, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawneeScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawneeScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawneeScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Sean. Yeah.
The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Diamonds on my neck. Diamonds on my neck. Diamonds on my neck. Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. It's just me and Shawnee today.
Yeah, and look, Nikki is the first one to say good morning. Good morning, Nikki.
Oh, damn. We ain't even got a prize. You just get bragging rights.
But
First person with a
we
comment.
got prizes
Nikki,
coming.
We got prizes coming. Nikki White Chocolate, you are the winner today of just being officially first. You're first. It's all about, sometimes you don't do it for the prize, Nikki. You don't do it for the prize. You do it just to let people know who was first. Nikki White Chocolate, damn it. Nikki White Chocolate was first on here.
She was on last night, too. I'm sorry I didn't get to hop on, but I saw the notification pop up.
What was going on last night that I didn't know about?
Well, Nikki does a show. Was it Nikki? Wait a minute. I might be getting shows mixed up. It might have been oh my God, what's the other lady's name? Be Love. They don't
all look alike. What you doing?
all look alike.
If you ain't first, you last.
Yeah.
No, I get you, Nikki. I get you. Even though I'm comfortable with second. All right, I shouldn't say that. All right, listen. Before I get into my busy day, how was your night last night? Tell me you just didn't work.
I didn't. Because yesterday was the baby girl's birthday, so we went to dinner.
Good.
And that was nice. Yeah, she got a lot of nice presents for her birthday.
Who was there? Wait a second. Who was there?
Well, for this dinner, this is her second dinner that she had her birthday. My mom was there, and then Jackie, the first lady of the church, was there.
Oh, what up,
and
Jackie?
So, yeah, she got some money, she got some clothes, and then before we left, she had a good birthday, but she what does Jay refer to him? Mountain bike man. He got her a pair of J's. He got her some Crocs and gave her $100. And I was like, well, it's my birthday too. Shoot, wait a minute. They get everything.
Back up.
Then
back up.
Why?
Back up. It's not your birthday. It's not your birthday.
I'm just saying, she got J's, some Crocs.
You are horrible right
$100. I was like,
you are absolutely horrible. Talking about it's my birthday. No, back up.
I need a new wig too, you know.
A new wig? No.
This one kind of getting raggedy, you know. But and
Morning,
then her
Kathy.
dad took her out too. Like last week, her dad took her out. We all took her out. Me, her dad, mountain bike dad. We all sat down.
Get on IG. I need your IG. I'm a solo artist on IG. Your dad, and then her dad took her out. Oh, so she got the dog. That's the only time. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only time I'm a little jealous of kids when their parents ain't together, because they get two separate. They get two separate situations.
But we all went. We went.
Oh, y'all all went.
I was there too. Yeah, me, mountain bike man, their dad, her sister. It was just the 5 of us, so we all went out for her birthday. So she got a lot. She got a lot considering she ain't doing everything she needs to do.
It's the birthday, whatever. We're not doing a checklist on what they did in life. It's a birthday. Right? Listen to you, just because she ain't been doing what she got. It's her birthday.
Yeah.
I remember my dad tried to pull that. It was my birthday, and I got a bike, and it was my birthday, and it was during the week. And I guess I wasn't doing good in school. He didn't want me to ride the bike. My mom was like, well, "He gonna ride the bike. We're not gonna stop him from riding the bike on his birthday." He was trying to check me on my. No, it's the birthday. We just gotta let it go.
Well,
where'd y'all? Where was the actual place that y'all were at?
Well, for this weekend when we went out, it was her favorite restaurant is Olive Garden, so we went to Olive Garden. Last night, her other favorite restaurant is Pappadeaux, so we went to Pappadeaux. So
I thought Pappadeaux was overrated when I was out there because I didn't know what to order, and every time I would go there, I wasn't an expert orderer. And then when I started figuring out what it was that I needed to order, I was like, "Damn, this place is good."
Yeah, and she likes the gator, so we go there so she can get the gator and the shrimp. She gets the same.
Oh, y'all so country. Y'all
be because we like gator.
Y'all be eating gator like it's just regular. Y'all be saying gator like it's just regular.
Yeah, you don't eat gator. Gator, I guess it's almost the same thing like y'all eating Scrapple.
I don't eat that Scrapple. I don't eat that's Jay Black. You got the wrong East Coast dude.
That's like y'all eating Scrapple, but yeah, she like gator. I like gator. I like gator from Pappadeaux because like who else is that? Razoo's does gator, but it ain't the same. They call it rat toes, I think.
Oh, I'm definitely not eating it. Once you change the name, I'm definitely out. I don't even know why I'm not even. The first time I heard somebody order gator, I was like, God, I've never heard.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
It tastes like chicken tenders.
No. I believe it. I know it does.
Yeah,
I just can't order something called gator.
Chicken tenders. Okay, the next time you here, we're gonna go. I'm gonna order. I'm not gonna even say what it is. Because when you see it, you're not gonna look at it like it's gator. But some of them make the whole gator tail.
Oh God, I'm dead. I died twice. I'm back.
You died.
I died twice. I'm back.
Yeah, it's some of them make the gator tail, which is usually where the meat comes from.
Oh, damn.
It's good.
I can't.
It's good.
I can't. Yeah, anybody else eat gator out here?
Texas, when you come back to Texas, Nikki, if you come to Texas too, I'm gonna take you. Nice. I'm not gonna even tell you what it is because that's how I got the girls on it. Because when I was saying to them when they were younger, I'm like, yeah, y'all want to try gator? They're like, you can't eat it, alligator, my man. That's nasty. Ordered it. It was sitting there on the table. They thought it was chicken tenders. I was like, go ahead, eat it.
But I have trouble even when I'm eating regular meat. I so wish I could fight my way off to have options where I didn't eat meat. Why? When I be breaking the chicken bone, I really be like, yo, this is an actual bone I'm breaking.
Yeah,
and I still eat it. And I be like, oh, this is nasty. When I be eating the ribs and I'm sucking on the bone, I'm like, this is an actual
You're eating a pig.
A pig.
Or a cow.
Or a cow. And I don't even know what the Chinese spare ribs come from. I don't even know what their Chinese spare ribs. I don't know where they come from.
Now I had to stop getting the chicken wings from the Chinese restaurant because they wings are too small, and I'm like, this is probably a rat, and I'm eating.
Oh, don't do it. Order the gator. Don't do it.
So that was my night. And then of course I came back home and worked. I turned into Rihanna. Work.
Back to working. You should have just went to sleep after morning 10. Everybody saying morning to each other. Morning, everybody. Morning.
Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Kathy.
Jay Black said he just got up 20 minutes ago. I think Jay Black is taking a bath. I don't even think he's taking a shower.
Jay Black, he fell back asleep.
He fell back asleep. Oh, that's right. I heard his whatchamacallit? His ringtone. He went back to sleep or he felt. That was me.
Yeah, you were
what?
You that's your song.
No, I thought that was his. Why I was on? Oh, I'm confused. All right, never mind. Maybe I shouldn't be asking.
Chinese ribs or husky alley cat ribs. Oh my god.
No, the spare ribs. I really like them, and I know while I'm eating them, I'm like, I'm not eating ribs from what I think I'm eating ribs from, and they be real chunky.
Good morning.
And I be tearing them bad boys up like once a month.
Josh, straight up. Josh checks in to hear what we're talking about so he can talk about it on his podcast. So we got to go check out his podcast and get some stuff from him so we can talk about it.
All right. Just jack each other for topics, whatever. I think Jay Black is bathing right now. I think he actually he's bathing.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
so what did you do last night?
All right. So I'm on jury duty. So obviously I can't talk about, the case.
Mm-hmm.
But yesterday was jury selection.
Mm-hmm.
And they had us there from 9 a.m. And I got to go back today from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I was telling Shawnee when we got on the air, I don't know what it's like to be told I have to be someplace for a certain amount of hours. Like, I ain't done that in a long time where somebody says you have a lunch break and you got a 20-minute break. And it was weird because I felt locked in, like once I walked in. So I went to the courthouse. Mind you, there's about 70 of us. And I didn't even put two and two together. I definitely don't come here for topics. Oh, well, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Josh. Yeah.
You can take the topics too. We don't care. Yeah, we don't give a damn. Take topics.
But I thought you said that the last time that you were here. That's why I said that. It's all good though.
So when I get there, I'm so dumb, even though you're not supposed to say that. I'm so naive to the process. If there's 70 people, that means each one of us has to go in one at a time and answer 12 questions. It's like 12 questions. What up, Jay?
Hey.
Good morning, Jay.
Morning.
How was your bath? Did you enjoy the bath?
I just saw a comment say Jay Black taking a bath with Tam. I don't know what y'all talking about, but go ahead. You sound like you were doing some jury duty updates.
Yeah, so we're running over what happened yesterday. So I go, there's like 70 people in there. You had to wear a mask in the little room. Okay. And then they take us upstairs. And I don't even put two and two together that there are 12 to 13 questions that each person, there's 70 people, are going to have to answer. Which means we sit in the lobby from 9 a.m. No, from like 9:30 a.m. We got to sit in this lobby till 4 o'clock. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this don't make no sense. So I'm like, okay. And after you get done the questions, you're not allowed to leave. You would think after you answer your questions, you're allowed to go home and you're out. No, you got to stay after you answer the questions. I don't know how I got my questions, but my questions weren't until after lunch. So when I get to the questions, I get there, I walk in, and people recognize me. What is that person called? The cop that's there by the judge that's there? The bailiff.
The bailiff.
He know me. I'm like, great.
He said, hey, Mike,
no, he gave me the look. He gave me the little look like he couldn't say nothing. He gave it like, yo. And then there was another cop out there who knew me. He came to comedy shows for years. He's telling other people, like, you know who that is, which is the embarrassing thing because I hate that when you say it to somebody who looks at the person and goes, I have no idea who that guy is. Like, and you're like, why do you do that? Like, you know who that is? No, they don't.
Right?
They have no idea. So when I walk in there, they start asking questions. For some reason, I felt loosey-goosey in the beginning. I felt comfortable. I don't know why. So I made the two lawyers and the judge, they asked me a question and they all laughed. And I said, fuck, I don't want them to laugh. I want them not to like me, right? So like the first three questions, everything is flowing. I swear this is exactly how it goes. He starts asking me what I do for a living. I tell him. Now the bailiff is really nodding his head like he does. He does, right? And then I start doing the radio thing, and the bailiff is nodding. He does. Now the younger person, one of the people who are there, I'm not going to tell you if he's the defendant or the plaintiff, he nodding like, oh, he worked on so-and-so station, right? So I'm like, I'm fucked. They like me. I'm going to be here, right? But then the judge asked me, do you think the justice system works? I said, and here I go.
Hell to the now. You did like Whitney Houston.
And here dog. I said, I took a pause. I giggled first, right? I laughed. And then I went into I had to do at least 3 minutes because I almost felt like I was doing too much.
3 minutes.
You did the routine.
I did at least 3 minutes of talking how biased the justice system is from the door. And if you don't have the financial resources, it is an uneven playing field. And this has been since the inception. I went To the point where I was like, are they going to arrest me? Because I went.
Not arrest you.
I said, is somebody going to be, am I in contempt of court or something? If somebody go, I object. No, I was certified. I knew there's no way. Because one of the people there was white. One of the people is white. That's all I can say. Dog, after I did this whole spiel, them motherfuckers like, we will see you in the morning.
Damn.
I couldn't do no better, yo. I
guess because financially doesn't rule you out with the justice system. Money, I guess if you're hearing the case, technically you should be able to hear that
I call the justice system racist and biased. I said,
went all the way.
I said it is almost impossible to get a fair shake if you can't financially defend yourself. Dog, y'all would have been proud of me. And then I was sitting there, I was like, I did not sell out. Now, I didn't do it because I was trying to change the laws. I did it because I just didn't want to be here. I literally did. And them cats is almost like they embrace me even more.
Oh, he speaks his mind.
They were like, have you ever been a victim of robbery? Hell yes. My car, have you ever been a victim of getting your car? Yes. My car has been stolen like 4 times. I wanted to be a bitter juror, and I was telling the truth.
Well, the average person, I think, probably been robbed over the. Somebody been robbed at some point for something. You would think, as an adult, over the years.
Yeah, I've been robbed. I ain't been carjacked though. Ain't nobody ever stole my car. Yeah, I've been robbed.
Listen, Marjorie, that's what I'm saying. She said, "Wow, that's surprising because they usually don't want people like that." That's what I said, and I wasn't making it up. I really liked the judge. The judge was super nice. That was the other fucked up thing. Like the judge was super nice.
And it was a lot of people that look like us.
Hell no. No, because and then Monty hit me with the guilt trip. Monty was like, Dad, you can't complain and then not do your civil duty as being part of a jury. And she was like, I know your schedule, like you're open. God damn.
I know you got time.
She said you ain't got a show till next Thursday. God damn.
Oh, shit.
So I'm in. Now obviously I can't say anything about that. I can just tell you I'm in. So I gotta leave here early.
You can't even give hints about, I guess. I'm curious to know what the case is about. If it's something major. Is it major jail time? I guess
I don't know. Like honestly, from what they told us, you wouldn't be able to tell what the potentials are. All I know is that I did my thing we went to lunch. So I was there from 9 a.m. By the time I went in there and answered my questions, it was 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock, and then I had to sit there until 4 o'clock.
What they say can happen to you if you share too much.
They don't really give you punishment. They just don't, it's all based on you don't want, like if I were to say something, you guys could influence me. Like if I were to say something, they said, if you say something about this trial and I don't have information, like I just have a generic title.
I just want to know if the defendant black or not. That's honestly, that's all I want to know. But I don't know.
Can you tell that?
See, I can't even.
Honestly, you can't even say that.
I can't even.
If he's black, I can't even tell. Do he got a public defender? Is he?
No, nobody has a public defender. They both have.
See, so for this case, they can afford lawyers and resources. So yeah, you're a perfect fit. So you could be fair for that one because they both got it.
Oh, and then they asked me, do you feel that there's a difference between a regular witness or a police officer witness? I said no. At first I said no. Then like, do you think
but that's you should.
No, do you think is a police officer more likely to tell the truth? And I said no.
No, they're not more likely to tell the truth.
Then they're like, are they more likely to lie? Now, mind you, this is where it gets funny. Every cop I swear I knew like 3 cops in there, and they were all super cool to me. They were all nice. And now you're gonna ask me, are cops more likely to lie? And I said yes. Like everybody's been nice to me.
They're like, damn, Mike, really?
Yeah, like really? We just got your dumb ass some chips, and you gonna say that? Margie said, I was on jury selection and a cop was a witness. They asked everyone how they felt about cops. I went in, laughed out loud. They said, thanks for your time.
Mm-hmm.
I did everything like that. And they were like, we will see you in the morning. You can't talk about it at
I've had jury duty. It sucks. Oh yeah, they don't want you talking about it.
Yeah,
I just want to know if the defendant was black or white.
And I get it, and I understand the way they explained it. I get it, because if I have a conversation about something, like the kids, the first thing the kids was like asking me, I was like, girls.
Well, you can tell your family and your household. You just can't tell someone want to.
No, you can't.
You gotta have pillow talk. Pillow talk is regular. Like there's no way you.
I didn't tell anybody.
Well, do they still pay for the day?
No, you don't even want to know. The pay that you get is more disrespectful. Like I would have paid
14, 12.
Like I didn't know that if you. I didn't know it's like $5. I didn't know if you didn't go.
$5 per day. Yep. And you got to drive to the courthouse every day, or is it all virtual now?
No, I got to drive to the courthouse
for $5.
And I was like, if I'm in, I might as well do it the right way, because they made a point. If I have a conversation with somebody about it, and somebody makes a good point that the lawyers didn't make, it's unfair.
It sways you.
Because that's their job. And remember, you have to prove that this dude is guilty. This dude is innocent. Person is innocent.
Until proven guilty.
You can't say nothing.
Look, you done already slipped up. I got one little clue here. I got one part now.
You get $50 a day. You getting $50 a day or $5 a day?
No,
$5.
You said $5.
I
thought it was like $9 or $12.
Trust me, I got the letter that tells you how much.
It's $5.
Spare no expense.
That's why when people say, look, I'm not getting paid at work, they just excuse. Like I could have been excused. Honestly, I really could have.
So say if they sequester you, then you got to stay there or something. Like you can't leave.
Well, that would be on some major, you know what I'm saying, like it was a major. It's not a major.
Okay.
Major.
See,
like I'm not going to all. They're not going to put you in a hotel and stuff like that. Jay Black is in Philly still $59 a day. Yeah. I know what Jersey is. So
yeah, I remember Philly was like $9, but I still didn't want to do it.
But I can tell you this, and you can say it's societal. You can say it's by your race. I don't care if
do they
you
pay
are.
For parking?
I don't care. No, it's free.
Oh,
it's
okay.
free. No, I'm not revealing nothing, because I want to do it fairly. Like I want to see how this works. Now that I'm in, I want to see how
your brain is already going to be making judgments. You're already going to be picking things apart naturally as that's what we do.
From what they tell me.
Yeah,
that's what you got to remember is what they tell you. Is what they either prove or disprove.
And they tell you don't worry about the prior offenses of this person too, right?
No,
because of course they're going to try. You got to worry about just that. So what they did last year or 3 years, it don't matter. You got to focus on that particular thing, even though a lot of that plays a part. Was it past behaviors or future predictions or something like that? So yeah, that's interesting. I'm curious. I guess after it's all over with, you can give us a rundown. Maybe a quick case. It could be long.
Well, they seem to think it's going to be a quick case, but a quick case means I'm there until next Wednesday.
Agent says she's never even responded to letters. Jesus, because what are they really going to do to you if you don't respond?
I don't know, and I don't feel like hearing it.
He doesn't want to find out.
I don't want to find out. Because when you do stuff like that, when you do stuff like that, and it finally happens, the first thing you do is like, I didn't know. Well, you should have answered the goddamn letter. Then
it's not a defense.
It's a great experience, though. Everyone should serve at least once. Once you serve, I think they don't call you for like 7 years. They sent me 2. They sent me one to my mom. They disregarded that, and one of my residents. They were looking for me. They do nothing. I believe they do nothing.
They probably just try to scare you. Yeah. It's the second attempt. You need to call us or you can be held in contempt.
I have no idea what they can.
I've never done it.
I don't know.
They've called on me, but I ain't go.
So, and I will say this. There's only 2 people that aren't white. So I see jury duty. I see Judge Amber Givens had told me that a gang of times. She that was one of her things that she had always said. She was like, do jury duty. Do jury, and it's really like, yeah, I get it.
Oh, John on Twitch said, don't worry about what Agent said. They held his homeboy up in contempt for not responding.
What state are you in, Josh?
I think he's in a different country. Yeah, where are you at, Josh?
A country?
No, I think Josh is in America. He does a podcast. Oh, he's in Texas. Okay.
Okay.
What part of Texas?
Josh from Twitch.
Good morning, Ashley.
Ashley.
You done put Josh in a whole place. You missed my night, Jay. So what was your night like?
I was mentally helping Lady Q. She got these. Remember, Dex said I was driving to with my family, my sister having this cookout anniversary. Mm-hmm. It looks like I am going to drive 4 hours. But I was mentally. Lady Q was making shirts, and I was mentally helping her.
How are you?
Oh, so you wasn't helping. Somebody he mentally help. You can't mentally help. You were not helping.
She wanted me to help because there's a lot to do, and I was like, all right, and I was mentally preparing myself, and that really exhausted me.
What?
Mental support. No, for real. Not for real.
He said, I'm mentally helping her.
I was trying to be supportive because she got a lot to do in a little bit of time.
So what did you do? You just thought about it?
Help. No, like, I do stuff around the house, make food for my boy. I just mentally want to be there for supporting her.
How did you mentally help?
Yeah, what did you do? Like,
well, it's not about me, Mike. It's really not. It's not about me.
What is mentally help? That sounds like you didn't help. That you just thought about it.
Physically and mentally, y'all underestimate mental. That's why mental health is a big deal. So mentally,
what did you do? What happened? What was taken care of mentally? Like, if you just think about something, did anything get taken care of?
I try to lighten her load by helping in other places.
Like what?
Like I said, I had to make some food for my boy. I had to find myself. I had to do some stuff for myself that normally she would help me out with. So stuff like that.
Like what?
So you ain't do shit. You did basic stuff. You did what you.
All right, don't worry about my night. We was just up late and I was tired and I was trying to figure things out. And mentally, I was trying to be supportive of my wife. But
the key word is he said I had to do stuff for myself that she normally does.
And so you ain't do nothing.
That ain't help. That's just doing shit you were supposed to do from the door.
I'm just saying, I love my wife, and I just want to mentally be there for her. Wow. Yes, yeah.
Oh, here it comes.
What?
Stacy said what?
No, we getting to it. We about to get to it. We are about to get to it. Lady Q has entered the room.
Oh, she's
you ain't dead.
Yes, lies. I came downstairs to a dirty kitchen at 12 a.m. Jay, like I said, Jay ain't did nothing.
You ain't clean the kitchen?
Why you ain't wash the dishes?
It'd be a lot of dishes. Like she made like baked chicken and mashed potatoes, and that was a lot to clean up. And then there's the oven had this aluminum foil and the thing, and stuff was stuck. It was a lot. But I got my boy. I used the air fryer and made my boy some food though, so she didn't have to worry about cooking for my son. So we were good. So I helped out. So I was meant to see. Let's keep moving. Y'all always trying to flip things. I'm trying to do something helpful.
I like. You know what is good? I learned this in therapy. I learned this in therapy too. I like when a therapist just allows you to speak the words so you can hear them.
What? Because I said,
just so you can hear how crazy it is, like how much you didn't.
No, she does a lot. She do a lot.
The more you talk, the more you like. Yeah, there was all them dishes and there's this aluminum foil. And it was in the so what I did is I just stuck something in the air fryer and cooked for me and the boy. And I probably didn't clean whatever I dirtied that was in the air fryer. And I probably just threw that in the sink.
She do a lot. Like honestly, when I was there, I was like, man, I realized, like you said, she up in the sweatshop. She up here, and then
in the sweatshop making Nike sweatsuits, and you dirty in the air fryer.
Yeah. And then she coming down midnight, washing all these dishes. And then,
she washed the dishes at midnight.
Yeah, because she don't like waking up the dishes.
I hate
too much to wake up to that, and then you can't get breakfast done. Because you got to clean the kitchen up before you could cook the next meal.
And then she gonna take a shower, and then I'm
also she ain't get to that bed till like 1:32 in the morning.
And then and then then adult activities sometimes can happen, and I don't know. And then it's just late. She does a lot around this house though. I literally last night.
And you won't clean up the kitchen.
I had to realize last night. I said, man, she doing a lot, nonstop. So I give her credit. I give her props. It's a lot. And then she was trying to find me clothes because I couldn't find socks. Like legit. Like she does a lot. I admit. And she said, I'm your brain. You can't do nothing without me. I'm like, you crazy. And then I had to think about it. Like, She do. I would be lost if I didn't have her. I would be lost in a lot of areas. I do.
This is one thing, and I see a lot of couples do this, and I can't do it. Like I can't do this. I need to know where all my clothes are at.
You're gonna need to wash them and fold them and put them up too. Then
I have no problem with that.
And what's wrong with that?
I love knowing what.
I see.
What is wrong with?
No, I see where this is going. No. I'm unbothered today. I know.
No,
we got. I'm not. I see.
You taking it some type of way. I love.
You gotta wash and clothes. Yeah. So what is wrong with you washing your clothes and putting your clothes up?
I love.
They're your clothes.
I love being able to grab them out the dryer. Grab them out the dryer and put them where I want them at. Like I hate not knowing where my socks are at. That's why I keep my socks.
That's how I felt yesterday. I'm like, I can't find where's the socks. I could not find the socks.
But
I knew she was in the sweatshop. I didn't want to bother her, but I had no choice. And then I want to get an attitude because I know she's working. And then
you can just look. I mean, it's y'all house, right?
I look where they normally.
It's only so many places they can.
Where she normally puts them at, they were not there.
And so she found them, though. She found them, right?
Yeah, she did. She knew exactly.
Yeah,
she know where
they were in the house. You just didn't look. Yeah.
As he said, you wouldn't have gotten any adult activities after them dishes still sitting, shake my head. Well, I hate dishes. Why do y'all think there are 3 glasses, right, in my sink? And the girls were going, I said, why are there 3 glasses in the sink? This is why I purposely don't have. I said, don't even touch a glass. Y'all not even built for glasses. Y'all are going to use plastic cups and paper plates. I don't want anything.
That's wasting money too, though, right? You just buying stuff to throw away.
Buying paper plate? No, that's not, because that's the same thing here. It's like the girl use a cup, and then it's a cup in the sink. Why is it a cup? Just wash it out. The soap, everything, right there for you.
All 3 glasses.
With the paper and plastic cups, they use them and then they sit them on the sink and leave it there.
No, throw them out. They're done.
If you want to rinse them out and reuse them, you get
that defeats the whole purpose. That defeats the whole purpose. You wasted my water. Now I'm paying a water bill. Just throw them out. Get them out. So now they're all accounted for. One of them was Stacy. Stacy, what are we doing here? What type of example you setting when one of the glasses is yours? I'm trying to help you out. I can't stand it.
So Mike going to wash dishes and he going to do his own. You doing your own laundry or everybody's laundry?
No, I do. I get, when it's jean day, I put all my jeans in the wash at one time. I put them in the dryer. Now all my jeans are done.
What about everybody else? Like she does it for the whole house.
No, that's why I do mine so that she ain't got to do mine. Monty does hers.
Well, she gonna say that's not helping me. You real help if you're doing it for everybody. Like why you only got to worry about yourself? You worry about yourself when I do this.
Stacy says, "Good looking out."
Nah, that helps if somebody will wash their own clothes.
I'm not gonna add to it. I'm like, I got it. If paper and plastic makes life easier, then it's not wasting money. My time is worth money. Hell yeah,
right, absolutely.
I get them what do you call it? The real good paper plates, the ones that ain't even paper. They like I forget what
plastic type of, they hard.
I don't know what but they hard, so they ain't leaking or nothing like that.
What up, Sean?
Sturdy. I got the sturdy ones.
Good morning, Sean.
A clean ass kitchen puts me in a good mood. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you talk about dishes a lot in a clean kitchen. Yeah, I guess everybody got their own little pet peeves, their little things that they.
Well, you're not bothered. You're unbothered because you don't care.
Unbothered.
You just sit shit down and keep it moving.
No,
you don't consider.
I've been getting better with a lot of that. I do, because I realized you do a lot. I realized that last night. Honestly, I was like, man, she did a lot today, and then it was a lot. She did a lot. She do it all the time. So I'm just salute. I can't salute.
I don't know why they don't have chores. Even though my kids do take care of their rooms. They do take care of their rooms, but they don't have like detailed chores. I don't know, Amir.
They have chores.
Times change.
Mine have chores, but they don't do them. That's the thing.
You pay them for them? Because chores usually come with.
No, I don't.
I never got paid for my chores.
I don't pay them for them, but they don't do them.
Well,
so
try to give them an allowance. Maybe that'll give them some incentive. That's what the purpose.
I'm not doing that. I'm not. No, they need nobody give me an allowance. So no, I'm not doing that.
You do. No. If you do good at your job, you get a bonus.
That's a job.
Well, I work for me, so
chores is a job.
Like I say,
not when you.
But they like if they don't do it, like their room isn't clean right now. The baby's room.
I'm not paying you to clean. Yeah.
She wants to go to a birthday party Friday. Okay, well, your room ain't clean. You can't go. Well, if I get it clean by Friday, no, it's not clean today, so you can't go.
Oh, she's not planning ahead. They living in that moment for right now.
Yeah, no, clean your room and keep it clean.
I think
now
chores and allowances is the first steps of like work mentality of how to earn your own money, how to be responsible. I think that stuff is good for kids.
No, I don't do allowances.
No, I ain't giving no
allowance. You gotta want to live in a clean room.
That's dope, Sean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like the link is where the Eagles play.
Oh, the Eagles Stadium.
Philadelphia Eagles play for draft. I'm not a big draft person. Like y'all go ahead, y'all knock yourself out. Y'all just going to get drunk anyway. A draft house gives me dirty house gives me anxiety. Real talk. A dirty house gives me anxiety. It will put me in a bad mood. Like it will put me in a legit
puts me in a bad mood too. I have a real bad attitude. So they had their stuff outside their door, like in front of the washroom.
Fact.
I took all that stuff, threw it in their room, and closed the door. And I'm like, I don't even care. Y'all don't want to clean your room, okay? But like it ain't gonna be in my hallway.
That just put me in such a good mood. Like you have no idea. My kids don't have chores because I'm toxic and I complain. No one helps me, but when they do, I bitch it's not done right and do it myself. That's what and
you ain't clean the dishes on purpose correctly. You did this just so you ain't had to ask you to do it again.
And that's why
I've learned, you got to do it right. You got to do it right.
I did them.
This one I say this is how stubborn Stacy is. Literally. I would do most of what Stacy does if she would just show me how she wants it done. But she don't want to show nobody how she wants it done. She'd rather be hands-on. And this is why when you go in our house, you will see my side of everything. Like if you go in our bedroom, you will see what my side looks like. And what her, now I'm not saying her side's a mess, but my side is different. Like in the bathroom, I say, I will clean your side of the bathroom if you just tell me where everything goes. I ain't got no problem doing it. But women like to be real hands-on. No, I know because you're not going to know. Okay, well, if you don't show me, then I'm not. So if you go into my bathroom, you'll see a line in the sand where you're like, oh, this must be his side. Yep.
So you got that military / I just did 20 years in prison mentality.
No, it's not even that. I just like it to be, I just like everything to be in its place.
Did you guys keep your your rooms clean as a young people? When you was a kid, that was something. It was the same way. No,
yeah, I got forced into that. I got trained into that.
No, my room in high school, my room wasn't always. Well, okay, clean means maybe the clothes that I had on might still be out when I get up. But like what they got going on back there, water bottles and candy wrappers and clothes just in the middle of the floor. They don't know what's clean, what's dirty. No, none of that was going on.
By helping, I'm down to help. But women are very protective of what they want it done a certain way, and I get it.
Yeah, but I'm cool. Like you just do it right.
I can't stand a dirty house. I will exit someone's house who has a nasty house. It's tough.
Yes, she will.
Tim, now we out of here.
Yeah, and Tam know about their room because her and the 18 came over here before, and because I get tired, I'm like, I ain't doing it. And they go in there and get on them, and ain't nobody got time to keep going back and forth with them girls. They big enough now. They 13 and 12.
All right. So before I get out of here, did we ever do the can you bring dinner for two if the girl that you're dating has kids?
We haven't done that.
I just thought that was that is the time that we're living in. If a man is dating a woman with kids, can he bring dinner for two, or is he obligated to feed the kids? How many kids are we talking here, y'all?
I mean, he with the woman, so however many kids she has, he's already committed to the woman. So if she got 10 kids.
Like at first when I saw this, at first I was like, well, you got to bring for the kid. But, there are times in my house I have brought stuff for me and Stacy. But I did ask that the kids want something.
Right.
But they not my kids.
They not my kids.
They not my kids.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you don't show up. You don't show up to my house and then I have kids.
What if I just got you some chicken fingers?
We gonna eat in front of. We just gonna sit here and eat in front of my kids.
Wow.
Chicken fingers. So you couldn't get a whole, a 30 pack or whatever of chicken fingers. That don't cost that much.
So I gotta impress you. Maybe that's why Mountain Bike brought mountain bikes for the girls. He came in with gifts for them too. Okay.
Oh, he gets them everything. You met for her birthday. She got a pair of Jordans. She got Crocs and $100.
But what if we just started dating? Like we just started dating. We like a month into this. I really gotta if I bring you something like
if you're bringing something, yes, you have to. Even when I go out on a date, if we go out on a date, and I made this clear in the beginning, if you taking me out, I got 2 kids. So if you taking me out, what they eating?
They going?
No, they ain't got to go. So what they eating?
Wow. Shawty said we're real package.
I mean, we going to take it, eat it, have this nice meal. So what they eating?
Ooh. So Margie said, yeah, it's not obligated, but it's a package deal. It's thoughtful.
No, you show up to the house. That's that because then you should bring for 4. Since it's 2, I have 2 girls. If he shows up, and he always does, he brings and
that changed that drive-through money. That changed it dramatically. If you got 4, this is when Lady Q's a mom because she used certain words. What does a mother look like eating outside food in their kids' face?
That's right.
Outside
food.
That's right. Yes. That's right.
Only moms use terminologies like that.
Yeah.
Who brought this outside food up in here? Oh, we ain't bring outside food for everybody? No.
Yeah.
I know you like mozzarella sticks. I figured I'd just get you some fries about the kids is hungry. What the kids gonna eat? Well, goddamn. My sperm had nothing to do.
Nothing with that.
That. If she knows he's coming, she should feed her kids and get them situated before he gets there.
That's a good perspective.
No,
kids. Yes.
If you come into my house with a treat for me, you better bring a treat for my daughters.
Y'all better split that shit.
Because Chick-fil-A is expensive. When I think
Chick-fil-A is expensive.
Like to be trying to do for
that's $30. That is $30.
Oh, not for 4.
Not for 4 people.
That's $30. That is $30
for him, you, and 2
me and the girl. It's $30.
That ain't $30.
It is $30.
I'm at Chick-fil-A all the time. It ain't no damn $30.
It is $30. Then y'all must be getting a whole bunch of stuff. But
no, you getting a meal.
The girls get number 1s with no pickles.
Oh, and they want a drink? They want a number 1?
Yeah, they get a number 1 with no pickles with a Sprite. I get the number 2 8 count with a Sunjoy, and then he gets the number 2 with the 8 count Sunjoy. It's like $30.
I promise.
He might get brownies. He might get the macaroni and cheese, but it's like $30.
Somebody Google the Chick-fil-A menu. I know that's over $30.
That is not over $30.
That shit is like $38.95. I know that shit is like $38.95.
Well, even if it's $40, it's $40. That's $40.
Marjorie said if we first start dating, you're not meeting my kids anyway, so there's no need. But okay, let's say with me and you've been dating for 3 months, and I finally meet them. It's the first time meeting the kids. I'm already obligated to feed these little people.
These little people.
I gotta feed these new outside people. These are outside people for me. Until we get close enough, that package deal don't apply for real.
Facts.
So if I happen to stop by to get something to eat. So what if I just want something now? Because I'm like, I ain't got the money for 4 people. I got money for 2.
I got 2. I got to do it. So I'm supposed to lessen the portions for everybody, or just go ahead and take care of the chick that I'm trying to impress.
Well, no, you ain't trying to impress me if all you got is enough money for 2.
See,
and it's 3.
Go back to yesterday.
And it's 3 of us. No, you're not trying to impress me. But I'm straight up from the cut. I'll let you know when I meet you. Look, I got 2 pimps. I got 2 of them.
Jesus.
So what you gonna do?
I'm at $38.90. I'm telling you, it ain't $30. I know
$30.
it ain't $30.
Eat in the car.
Third
That's
cup.
what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to eat in the car now because I know if I bring something, because normally you go to see somebody, you'd be like, all right, let me see if they want something. But now there's three other mouths. You like,
let me eat this McDonald's here. Then they gonna smell
Why
McDonald's on you.
is that such a problem? though? I don't understand.
what if I go over your house like twice a week? That's $38.95 times 2.
Every time I come in, I'm obligated to feed you.
No, it's not. That wasn't the question. That was if he's coming with food. Every time he come, he ain't coming with food, right?
But I just know you like this too, so I got a little something for you. It was a cheesecake from whatever, and then I know
everybody got to get a cheesecake.
Everybody got to get cheesecake.
That's the cheesecake. Put that back up there. That's a treat. Put that back up there. He says coming to our house with dinner for 2, not a little snack. But even like that, we like popcorn. He gets this popcorn, this flavored popcorn. Every time he come over, he bring us about 5 bags of popcorn. So everybody can have their own bag.
Jesus.
I eat in the car all the time. I'm broke. I'm not
sharing.
Like, you probably don't even want to, like, here's another uncomfortable thing. What if you ask, yo, you want to go get something to eat? She's like, yeah. And she tells the kids, she said, girls, we're going to get something to eat. Now, you ain't even invite the kids. Like, what do you do then? Like,
nah, you just
like, do you automatically invite the kids? Like, you like, yo, you want to go get something to eat? Yeah. And when you get there, all the kids got their jackets on.
Well,
where we going, Mr. Mike?
Yeah, we going to eat, Mr. Mike.
All of a sudden, I'm Mr.
Mr. Mike, we want to go to Dave and Buster.
We want to go to
we
Dave.
can play too.
What?
We want to go to Dave and Buster too, so we can play too.
If
I'm
you're
like,
going over,
I'm like, I ain't got no problem with it. Just make sure y'all leave me the last 4 digits of your social, because I'm claiming all y'all motherfuckers at the end of this year.
You can stop and get a little bucket of chicken tenders. That doesn't cost that much. Chicken tenders and fries.
See, I ain't even gonna see you now. It's too much work.
I'm glad I got my kids. I'm glad I got my kids. I'm good.
Oh,
I'm absolutely good. That man, I feel bad for y'all cats.
No, that ain't feel bad, but you know, some people
and 2 kids is one thing. J Black, get on the IG Live. 2 kids is one thing. Now, let's be clear, ladies. 2 kids is one thing. If you are now at 4 kids, you are not bringing, like, listen. Now we really talking. Now that Chick-fil-A is damn near $100.
But you chose to date this woman that had these kids. It's not like she's hiding the kids. So why is this an issue? You decided to step in this role. You knew that this was a package, that this is what comes with it. You know this.
Yeah, but during the
courting, then stop talking to the woman that got the 4 kids. It's too much for you to do what should be done.
But I'm saying, if we're getting to know each other to see if this is going to be possible, that's a lot of money. Mr. Mike gonna take to the Wendy's.
Don't take no food over to her house.
4 for 4. Oh no, they want different stuff. No, they want.
No, you got to get the biggie bag, because now the junior bacon cheeseburger only comes on the biggie bag. It doesn't come on the 4 for 4. You can just get a cheeseburger. Yeah, they want to substitute the drinks.
Oh God! And you can't say no.
You can't say no. What are you gonna do?
First of all, your kids are dating a woman with 4 kids.
I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to give you a chance, but damn, like, we gonna hit my bank account immediately? Like, can we gradually?
Hey, this is it. This is what it is.
And train your kids not to be yelling shit out at the drive-through too. Don't be just yelling stuff out, like, so the person in the speaker hear it and they automatically put it up. No, wait a second. Hold up.
It is looked at differently though when he said you ain't even been. How far in a relationship are y'all? Are y'all sexually active? Is it a lot of sexual activity?
Let me tell you, if I buy your kids food, if I buy your kids food, I've already put it in your butt twice. Like, you're bugging.
What is he doing?
I'll be right back.
He said,
what is he about to do?
I'm gonna show you. No, it does matter the level of where y'all at in that relationship. It does ease things. If y'all, been getting it in for a little bit, it's like, all right, but yeah, you still fresh and you holding out, and you talking about everybody got their coats on.
You're coming to my house with food for me, and I have children, and I have 2. You better make sure you bring enough for 4 people. That is rude. Because I will have to tell you to leave.
Oh God!
Or you ordering them something on DoorDash?
Oh, dude, you're funny. You're funny. So
I'm
you potentially hurt your future love. Potentially push this person away because he financially can't afford to go broke because he got to feed everybody in the house.
Yeah, well, if he can't financially afford me and mine, then guess what?
It ain't always about the money. See, you always.
Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is.
I probably would cook them all dinner.
What did Tina Turner say? What Tina Turner say?
Well, ain't love got nothing to do with it, whatever.
I said that's called. What's called manners on Instagram Live? What you mean? What's called manners? Are we talking about
called manners when you bring? No, if you just bring something for you and that person, and you know they have kids, that's rude. That don't work for me.
I'm just like this. Let's be clear. Let me repeat this. When we in the drive-thru, you need to have discipline over your kids. They just don't yell shit out. Like tell your mom. Tell your mom, whisper to your mom, I think I want the chicken fingers or whatever. Don't just yell that out and then it gets calculated and it's on the scoreboard. Because once it's on the scoreboard, it's hard to get that shit off.
Take that off.
Take that off.
Now I gotta get a manager. Now you holding the whole line.
Now they telling you gotta pull to the side. You gotta pull to the side for your order. Here you go. Y'all talk about cook for the kids. God damn it, man. I couldn't.
Yeah, just cook. You can bring something and everybody can cook. Everybody can do things. You know, everything. Everybody can do everything together.
I remember adults used to eat right in front of us. Adults used to be at the table eating in front of us.
We ain't put in on this, yeah.
So somebody they was dating came over there and just ate in front of y'all?
No, I'm just saying I remember adults just eating in front of us. Like I remember adults just eating in front of us, eating adult food. Like, what the fuck is this? But then my mom would always be like, yeah, you got to get something to eat too. But I remember they were kids who just had to watch adults eat. I was like, damn. I wasn't one of them, but I remember them days. Yeah, you can't take it off the scoreboard.
It's there.
But then a dude is wrong if he say he don't want to date a chick. If he specifically says, I don't date women with kids.
That's not wrong.
You said he's wrong.
No, there are people who say, "Oh, that's so wrong." You just get some guys are just like, "I'm not dating. I don't need no other response."
It's a lot. You stepping into something different. You're not just dating me. I have kids that I am active in their lives. You know, no.
So that's
why up front
that body is tight.
Jump,
is it worth it? How many baby dads? How many? Like all that goes into yes, you have to consider all of them factors.
Yeah,
that's so true.
Marjorie said, listen, kids' taste has changed. Kids don't eat chicken fingers anymore. They trying to shrimp and my kids
like mine won't like she holding this thing up. Okay, you're gonna get to school in time for the pep rally. Okay.
Wait, y'all both gotta leave and the psychic ain't here?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm waiting for him to come, and then I'll take this. Yeah, because you closed out yesterday. Forgot we had.
I wasn't prepared. I have to mentally be prepared. Oh, the guests they didn't try.
I came back. I got back. I said he must have just ended this show.
Yeah. I'm like they didn't prepare. I have to be mentally prepared and have stuff ready to go. I was like, wait, where everybody go? I'm out too. Oh, let me get a mirror. Amir said he'd step in and help out. Let me see what the send.
Oh, yeah, you get a mirror in there and rock out.
Yeah, it only takes me like 15 minutes to drop them off.
Okay. But Dex, the psychic could be here in like a couple of minutes, though, right? You got Dex. That's Thursday.
But one more thing. Can we raise the number up? If you got 5 kids, you gotta eliminate. If you got 5 kids, you gotta eliminate yourself. Like you gotta understand.
That's not true.
You got to. 5 kids. I'm paying rent now.
But this is what you decided to become a part of.
After I leave you, I gotta drive Lyft or Uber after I leave. Like I literally gotta start driving Lyft immediately after.
That's a lot of responsibility.
You chose this life. You chose this. You made that decision. It's not like the woman hid that she had 5 kids from you
But you just initially you think you're gonna get in, play a little bit, and be out. Yeah. You're not thinking it's gonna be.
You don't play with no woman like that unless that's what the woman wants to do.
Every female is not looking for long term. Sometimes things.
Okay, and then if that is the situation. Then he probably ain't got to feed 5 kids because she probably just doing the smash and dash. That's something different. But if you're dating and y'all are in a relationship, and she has 5 kids, you knew that going in, so you knew what you were stepping into.
Yeah, fellas, stop being lazy, because the reason why you over there, because you feel like you ain't got to spend money on a hotel. You need to take her out. You need to take her out. Only women I'm dating with 5 kids is Kim Kardashian.
Facts. I get it. Now there's levels to the female too, Shiny. What you bringing to the table? Yes, there's levels to it.
You guys picked the woman. What are you talking about?
We did pick
you
the woman.
picked the woman.
Depends on what that vagina like too. Depends on the quality of the vagina too.
Is it the quality of the vagina?
It does.
Good morning, guys.
Good
morning, Amir.
Yeah, vagina quality. I mean, the reason why you spend more money on hotels is because the quality of the hotel, the 4 stars, the 5 stars. So, you know, if you got 5 kids, I mean, there's a chance already off the door, you know.
You got at least two baby dads.
That's
right?
not necessarily so. Her husband
at
could
least
have died.
two.
She could be a
kids?
widow. She could be a widower. She could have had 5 kids with her. I know a girl like that. She has 5 kids. Her husband died.
How many baby dads?
With her husband. Just one.
Well, that's rare. They have
he
5
died
kids.
and she's remarried.
I bet you them statistics are high. The average female with 5 kids got at least 2 baby dads.
Is that person watching this show at this moment right now, Shawnee? Before I make my comment, do you think that person's watching?
Probably not. No, she's probably not.
She's probably not. That's why the man died, stressed out trying to take care of 5 kids every time they go to a drive-through.
She wouldn't be offended though. She wouldn't be offended. She's married to a comedian now.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
Wouldn't be offended.
Can you imagine what your blood pressure is with 5 kids every time you go to a drive-through? You literally may crack $100.
You not
yes,
may.
Yes.
You definitely will.
God,
you definitely will in this day and age. So
that's when you got to split meals and shit.
Shoot, it's $40 for 2 people. It's definitely that much and more for 5 or better. Easy. Look, I had the fun of going to White Castle for the first time in God knows how long the other day. And this was for myself, and that ran me $20. And this was just for me. I was like, wait a minute. What happened to when, these burgers used to be 39 cents and all that kind of fun stuff? But, times change. And I think to, the points that, all of you guys are making, I think the situation, really requires what you're going to put into it. I do think this. You can't obviously be a man or woman and decide to date somebody who has children and then ignore the children. That's a package deal. And whether you like it or not, you have to hopefully go into it thinking that and understanding that, because what tends to happen is you become that man or woman who their parent is dating. They talk about you secretly behind your back. Yeah, that's Mr. Such and Such. They don't really like him. He don't play with anybody. He don't bring anything to the crib and so forth and so on. So it could be, a damaging situation. We all just have to.
And I'm definitely breaking up with you before Christmas. I'm definitely
Christmas, birthdays, holidays.
Christmas is hard body. Like Christmas is a whole different world. Like that.
And just to respond to him, he said he come from a family of 5 with only 1 dad. Is not the unusual, according to statistics.
But that was back in the day, action. Like we old as fuck. Like we different.
1 in every 5 U.S. moms
so different.
had multiple baby dads when they had multiple kids. 1 in 5. So every 5 women, there's at least 1 that has multiple baby dads.
Well, y'all have fun with the psychic. I'm just gonna say this: if you have 5 kids and your vagina is not incredible, you should not be allowed to have a driver's license. Like you should literally like.
What?
Oh, so shallow. Oh my God.
Like you shouldn't be driving. You shouldn't be allowed to drive. There should be a punishment for you to have 5 kids.
No, it shouldn't be.
And mediocre vagina. That is just not. That should not be allowed.
No, y'all on something.
Wow.
Oh,
no. God. It should be mandatory. You have to be able to squirt. All right, I'm out.
Mike, you are crazy. You are crazy, dog. That is hilarious.
Dog. Y'all enjoy the psychic and the medium. Please, y'all, somebody
I'm gonna
make
ask
sure.
him about your case. I'm gonna ask him if he can give me.
I don't have a case. I don't. Wait a second. Don't even say it like that.
Yeah.
Don't even say it like that.
Mike got this court stuff going on.
I'm good. I'm good. All right, y'all. I'm out. Y'all have a good show. I'll be here for the whole show tomorrow, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Okay.
All right, Mike.
So tomorrow I gotta travel tomorrow. So yeah, so baby daddies. I do. I'm driving 4 hours. I got a long drive tomorrow. I gotta prepare.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, so y'all doing the thing for your dad.
Yeah, visiting family. That's just such. I hate driving, but where are we going? Don't before I get caught up on that. Lord have mercy, Mike.
Just get your music right, Jay Black. Just get your music right. Once you got your music right, you should be able to just zone out and have a good time, bro. Get the music right.
That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, I do got the Sirius, and then I do got the little Amazon.
You got the. Yeah, I was gonna say if your phone connects to your pull-up app. I don't know what your favorite kind of music is, but they got all these dope apps now. You can find any DJ in the world who's probably got a mix that you'll like. Before you know it, you'll be 2 hours into the mix. You're like, oh shit, we halfway there. Cool, we good. Yeah.
Have you dated somebody with multiple baby dads, Samir?
Baby mother. Yeah. Actually, I did. It was my thing. I've always been, the kind of person though who, for all intents and purposes, I'm really one of those people who cares. So I always am of the mind frame and the mindset to try to make everything work, because I realize that when you step in, even and I always tell y'all I hate words, but I hate things like stepdad and this and that and the third. I just think that right now you're the person who the mother or father's dating, and you're the person in their life. But I do think that you have to make a conscious decision and effort to try to make this thing as seamlessly as possible, because a lot of times children and the parents themselves are affected by this in ways that aren't always brought up in the beginning. Somewhere down the line, he or she is acting out because of this, that, the third. But
was it drama, Amir? Was it drama? Was it drama with the baby dads? Yes.
No. I didn't have drama with the children's fathers. No.
They respected you being a new dude.
Yeah, because I came in with like I said, hey, this is, y'all are still the children's father or whatever. I'm just here.
You ain't my daddy.
Yeah, because I don't.
Kids don't say that if they like you, though. They don't say that.
Even when they get mad, they still got that.
No, they don't. If they like the person, they don't. Because my kids don't do that. I don't coach them into saying anything. Because they that's their stepdad. They tell people that's my that's my other dad.
Yeah, and that's how it should really be.
That's what they want to say. That's up to them.
Well, is that a little soon to say that though? Don't you supposed to?
I mean, so
you okay with your kids calling?
Yeah, that's how they feel. That's how they feel based on the relationship they have. Their dad and him have sat down and talked. They've watched he and their dad interact. So no, everybody's happy.
So my kids can call another person their father?
They don't call him daddy. No, they don't. No, they know they have a father.
Like you said, if they say second dad or something along those lines, it is what it is.
I mean, they daddy had a wife. They got a wife or whatever. That's their stepmom.
But they're not saying that they're mom. Like I just always find it weird if a kid calls another parent their non-parent, their parent, and the other parent allows that to happen. Like,
well, that depends on how the person is treating them. Like with their stepmom. They wasn't gonna be quick to say, oh, that's my mama, or it's been time like if we're all out, if all four of us are out and somebody say, hey, y'all tell y'all mom and dad, like if they don't like the person, that ain't my daddy, that'll come out real quick. But when they just go with the flow, like, okay, and do whatever, that it's because they like the person. But no, if they don't like you, everybody gonna know.
They're gonna let you know.
Mama, that ain't my daddy. But it depends on how the person is treating them. So they're treated a certain way, and that's what they come up with. So,
yeah, I don't know about that.
That's how they feel. That's how they feel.
The only true hard part of dating a woman with kids is they end up liking the kids more than a woman. Then you got to break out. I mean,
it worked the same way. You talking about men dating women with multiple baby daddies, but most of the time, a woman's talking to a man, he got 4, 5 baby mamas.
But generally, the baby mamas don't interfere in a relationship because
Jay, get out of here.
Generally, Jay, I said generally.
Word, Jay.
Unless they're still smashing.
No.
Unless they're potentially.
Jay. Jay.
What my baby mom's got to do over here with this situation?
Because they're first and foremost, there's a couple of things that are always a factored in. Usually children, for the most part, always want to see their mother and father together for whatever reason. That's just a psychological thing that kids go through. Secondly, usually or sometimes the children's mother, just like the children's father, you feel some kind of way if and when sometimes people move on and they're in a better space than when they were with you. That's just, again, one of those weird, quirky things that people do, and they feel justified in that ideology. It takes a really big person to identify that and then be honest with themselves about, you know what? And y'all have talked about this on other shows, but when you truly love somebody, in all fairness, you want them to be in the best place possible, even if it's not with you. But our ego doesn't always allow us to see it that way. So sabotaging comes in small, minimal ways sometimes, Jay Black. Like, let's just say, for instance, Shawnee gets to know, one of my children's mothers, and my children's mother hits her with well, he didn't really never used to do this or that or the third for me.
He did this
that's like, that's throwing salt in the game. That's unnecessary. What did I got to do with anything?
Why are they talking? Why are they even talking to each other?
Because in all fairness, again, we got kids, and they're going to be around Shawnee, so I can't act as though, she's not a part of my life, and that, her input from time to time isn't taken into consideration. Doesn't mean, she's definitively raising them, but I may run something by, hey, such happened, what you think about this, and vice versa. But that's where the problems in lie. Don't be telling me what to do with my kids. Nobody telling me what to do with your kids. They ran something by me. I was giving my advice based off of, what my experience has been. That's all. But the salt in the game is huge a lot of times. And it takes a while before sometimes we come to grips with that. And then the last thing I'll say is sometimes you go into situations, Shawnee, based off of how, she's here on the show, she appears to be an upfront person. If you're an upfront person and you tell somebody, look, this is a situation and this is how I think we should move forward, yet in their brain, they never process what you said, and they're like, I'm just going to do what I want to do and make this thing work the way that I want to make it to work, that's usually where the problems in lie. And that's predominantly where you get all of the issues, because my youngest daughter's mom, her and I had an issue, like that. I said to her when I found out, we were having a baby, look, we're not going to be together, but let's try to be the best parents we could be. It took almost 15 years before that kind of set in and was like, you know what, you're right, we should. But sometimes it takes a minute, because usually the man or but usually the man or the woman has this ideology that they're going to change you. They're like, you know what, you're going to change because we have this baby, and and we do, sometimes, not everybody, but they do interesting things like that. So that's why I said there's a lot of factors to this that people really don't talk about. Everybody kind of just, well, no, me and my baby mother or my baby father or my children's mother or father, we don't get along. No, tell the real truth of why y'all don't get along.
And that's why we have psychics to be able to tell us things like that.
What kind of segue was this?
Because I started thinking, if this person want to change, I can go to my psychic. Look, right now this person's not meeting my needs. Will I be able to convince them to ever change, or are they going to be stuck in their ways? Psychics can come in handy. That's why we have one every Thursday on the show. He's our tarot card reader. He's our medium. He does everything. Anything we want to know about the astrology, the world, the zodiac signs, he has it all. Every Thursday we got him here with us. Good morning, Dexter Kendrick.
Good morning, Dex.
Good morning, everybody. Good to see everybody. Hey.
Hi, Dexter. I got to jump out for a minute, but I will be back, Jay, so don't end the show.
All right, just be back.
Thank you, Amir.
Just be back soon.
You got it, no problem.
Dex, tell him, read the future and let him know that I will be back.
Okay. Well, Shiny be back. I will be back. Like I'm out. Okay. All right. Good morning, Dex. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning. How's it going?
Hey, good morning, Dex.
I don't know how many readings we're going to take. A part of me want to let you. I saw you a couple of your shows, and you have interesting topics you hit on. And some of those things I think we can translate to over here. You was doing something with the finger. And if your finger is close enough and it bends close towards you, and I was trying to do it, and I was like, wait, so what is he saying? If my pinky is closer to the other hands, that means I'm more just break that stuff down. Let's talk a little bit about that. Good morning, by the way.
Yeah, sure. Good morning, everybody. I was doing a little bit of palmistry on my
my Instagram at Love911 Tarot. And so there's a couple different meanings for different fingers. This time we were talking about the pinky. So everybody, you know, if you want to take a look at your pinky, see how far it moves away from the rest of the fingers here, because your pinky finger represents how you communicate with people, also kind of how you move and relate to groups, right? So if we have a pinky finger that moves further away from the group, this means that you are a little bit more of a standout, right? A little bit more individualistic, probably unique. It doesn't mean that you like being a standout. Doesn't mean that you like the attention that you get. Doesn't mean you like being unique. And you have something very interesting, Jay Black. From what
my left hand is going further than my right.
What are you, right-handed or are you left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
So in a left-handed way, that indicates that previously, so the non-dominant hand indicates where we've come from, and the dominant hand indicates where we are and where we're functioning now. So with the pinky finger on the left hand, which would indicate the past, in some way in the past, you may have found awkward or like a standout in some way. Like you may have gotten attention, or, you know, as far as moving in groups, you may not have necessarily felt like you fit in. Now, though, if you look at your right hand, this pinky is very close to the group.
It is
so
much closer. It's like,
so you've adapted to how to move closer in groups. But if you notice, only one of your fingers is pulling away from the rest of them. So you would prefer to have one or two special close friends that allow you to socialize a little bit more. And those people are more connected to groups.
Nice.
Very interesting, right? And also too, like we were talking about, like the top of the pinky finger too. Like, so if it's leaning toward the group, it does mean you still have some social ability to function, you know, in group settings. It also means you can read a room, right? Not everybody can read the room. Somebody came up to me at the gym today and offered coaching, but it was unsolicited, and I had to like say later for that. I didn't really invite you into anyway. So he wasn't reading the room correctly. Anyway, so yeah, just stop. I'm actually going to be teaching a class on that this summer. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, please do so, and Facebook.
No, for sure. That was really good. Thank you so much, Dak.
Yeah, deep stuff that we don't even think about. So if y'all want your readings, remember he needs a birth date in a month. We don't need a year.
Are you on Instagram this morning?
No, I'm not. Instagram. Maybe we should. No, we're not right now on Instagram. I mean, you can go to your live, and then maybe I'll join you.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Let me do that. Just because I always announce on my Tuesday show that I'll be on Instagram at 8:30. Okay. I don't know how to request you to join me though.
I think I can request you. I mean, I can request to join once I see your live go up. All right, yeah, mono both. Yeah, I said I'm gonna let Dex take the lead because you do a lot of good stuff. I'm like, why not translate it over here?
Wow, I appreciate you. Yeah, so you know, there's a couple things happening in our horoscopes right now where there we go. I see you logged in. So a couple things happening where in our horoscopes right now where we might be feeling a little bit raw about some situations. There's a number of different times where we start to feel raw about situations, and it's usually when the universe is prompting us to make some change that doesn't feel like it's the right timing. So loved ones might die, or you know, when we lose a job unexpectedly, or when there are other changes that we have to make in terms of our financial standing, etc. So there's some pretty raw movements that are happening in the horoscope. I would advise everybody to really be good to yourself as we move through this season towards September. And especially now that there's an eclipse coming, everybody's going to be focusing on their wallet and their revenue and money.
When you say be good to yourself, I hate this echo. That's
mine. That was mine. Oh, I turned it down.
When you say be good to yourself, meaning it's okay for me to spoil myself. So if I saw some sneakers, I wouldn't buy them. If I was interested in going on this little vacation or a little trip, buy it. Like, what do you say be good to yourself?
Yeah, be good to yourself is if you are finding that you're feeling raw or irritable or angry or frustrated about any situation, it's a really good time to pace yourself, to focus on pacing. The people who probably feel it most is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus at this time. Everybody will be having certain experiences, but the earth signs are probably going to feel it a little bit more. As adjustments are, I mean, it just indicates growth, growing pains. That's all.
And that should end come when?
The movement is gonna be a little bit rough and bumpy when it begins because it's beginning very soon.
It ain't even beginning yet. Jesus.
No, not yet. just entered into what's known as the beginning or shadow period of a Pluto movement. But some people are saying, Marjorie Camille saying these energies are crazy right now. I'm feeling very drained lately. There are some people who are being prompted to do some healing and to do some adapting to life. It can include a number of different, but loss is always a part of the conversation, or fear of loss. There's always something that shows up that threatens our safety, or our idea of safety, and it can feel very much like a violation. And there's typically not much we can do about it except release the struggle and seek some perspective as we move on. So that moves through till September. I'm seeing Joy Jennings saying Taurus is feeling it.
Taurus, yeah, Joy Jennings. Now the Sixers play tonight. Are they going like it's 3-2 series? I'm nervous for my squad. I don't know. Do you see the Sixers moving on in this playoff round? Philadelphia 76ers against the Toronto Raptors.
This game tonight is a blowout. I don't know who wins though.
Wow.
Somebody gets smashed. I'm not sure. It's really ridiculous the gap in the scoring.
Okay. Wow.
So I'm not sure who wins. I'm sorry. You must have money on this game. My God is not giving me I'm not getting the distinct answer of which team is going to win.
But it's a blowout tonight. All right. All right. But yeah, all right. So hopefully it's on the Sixers side. All right. So Jacqueline, I saw her post. She's in Honduras right now. All right, Jacqueline, 624. How safe am I? What's going on out there?
Give me a second. It looks like I'm seeing you doing some like exploring. I think that you also seem to be exploring with like individuals. I'm seeing you with like a tour guide. I think that as long as you're working with people who are authorized to offer you tours. I used to work in Honduras in Banana. I think it's Banana K. But anyway, so this number 9, the sword just showing up here. You just have to be, have your wits about you. I really don't see, and don't be, what's the word I'm going to say? Don't hesitate to pay for that type of safety, which is through authorized, touring guides, etc. So I don't see any danger showing up here.
Yeah, they do be kidnapping people.
They're also right. They do, but they're also the salespeople there can be a little bit aggressive, and that's cultural. That's not necessarily a dangerous thing. Like when I went to Turkey, people were like all on top of me asking me if I knew 50 Cent, and it's like, no, I'm just black, and it was very kind of intense.
So 50 Cent?
Yeah, that's all they wanted to know when I was in Istanbul.
Lily Banks.
It was really weird, but I was probably more safe because of that, than anything else. I don't see any danger.
Oh God! What is that, Lucy? You got one on IG first, or no?
Official. Well, whatever. There's someone.
Whatever vibe you feeling, go for it.
I saw official Tiffany N first. This is March 24th, which is Aries on the cusp of Taurus. Should I still stick with the guy with the black car, as you told me before?
Remember that.
Seriously, though.
Oh.
Well,
she was dating 2 people, Amir, and he said,
I remember more than I do.
And she was dating 2 people, and she was trying to figure out which one. He said, go. One of them, he sees her had a
dark car.
Dark car. Yes, I remember that. And then it was clearly a separation, and he said to go with that. So now I guess she's back, still trying to second guess that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you remembered more than I did, so you better than me this morning. Give me a moment. Yeah, you guys are growing apart, though. I think you might be feeling that anyway. You seem to be. He doesn't seem to be focused on you. Give me a moment. Okay. Yeah, you feel really. There's a really raw disappointment coming up from this situation. My recommendation would be a red flag, and I talked about this on my show on Tuesday. You're getting some red flags, but a red flag doesn't necessarily mean you have to stop the relationship, that you have to flush it. It means investigation, right? I feel like whenever we are prompted or attracted to somebody that we don't know and we want to get to know them more, that's kind of a red flag. You want to know a little bit more about what you're feeling to see if it's you're right. It's an investigation. You're not necessarily suspicious, but it's an investigation. And she's saying, "Yep," right here. So she already feels he's not focused on you, my love. You have to decide what's in this for you. Also, as we get to May, it looks like you begin to let it go, but you seem to be really bitter about it, and that's okay. Once again, here's a dialogue where we want something, we have no control over how the other person is functioning, and we have to decide whether we're going to engage or disengage. And I don't think you're happy about it, but I do think that you do it. She's saying very true. So thank you so much for the feedback. That was fast.
That was real fast. Very true. All right, so Renee on Facebook. So by the way, all on IG, it's Media Room 360. If you search Media Room 360 on all your platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Amazon, Fire TV, everything you can think of, Twitch, just search Media Room 360. You'll see us on the big tube on the TV. All right. So Renee has got a comment from Facebook. She says 629. Is there anything that I should be looking forward to in the next 2 months? Anything my ancestors want me to know? I don't know if there's 2 parts.
So that's kind of general. So I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards. 2 things that are showing up here is it looks like there seems to be some ideas or some business plans that you had in mind or some moves you want to make, but those are going to change. I think they're going to fall through. And I think it's important for you to let those things go because there's something that comes right after it. And this is happening closer to July. So the biggest piece here is actually surrender, to recognize when it makes more sense to surrender than to try and swim upstream. That's coming very soon. In about a month, you'll notice that. Also too, okay, never mind. I forgot what I was going to say because I kept reading and I had another thought coming in. It wasn't for her. It was just about in general.
Yeah, I always like that when something else comes to you. I say let it out. Like if it's a spirit or something. Because if it's something for me, I want to know. So don't hold back. Just say, hey, something popping in. If somebody watching, this is what it is, and maybe it identify with them. So absolutely feel comfortable.
Thank you.
Please do. All right, Amir, did you want to read in, Amir? Did you have a question?
I'll read one if you like. You got Marjorie.
I come to you, Marjorie, after that. Go ahead. What's your birth date, Amir? He don't need the year.
29. Just started a new business venture, literally, and just want to know, is it going to continue to grow as I move forward? Literally just started.
Yeah, it is, but the pacing seems to frustrate you as you get closer to June, and I feel like there's only but so much energy we can have in a day, and so there's some aspect around how your schedule is set up now that seems to kind of take away from some of the energy that you want to devote to this project. As we get closer to the June, you'll be making some adjustments. Mercury's going backward. There'll be a lot of time for you to kind of revisit some things. Also, because Saturn is traveling through Aquarius right now, the more you try to rush anything at this time, the more you're going to feel blocked. And so there's actually a dialogue with regard to pacing here. And the universe will tell you if you're at the right pace because you won't be able to make a move. Things will start to kind of feel a little bit wonky. You may not have time to devote to it. That's how you know the universe is asking you to slow down. So as long as you understand that it's already preordained for you to move in this direction, this Tower card turned upside down says October ends up being easier for you than this period of time right now. So you are going to have to move through a season of some sluggishness or dormancy. But that's a period of time where we plant seeds and plan. So please don't think that any part of the harvest cycle is irrelevant because it's not.
Okay. Thank you.
And congratulations on your new business.
Thank you.
Speaking of congratulations, it looks like somebody got an affirmation here. Renee, she says, hey, I want to let you know you gave me a reading last Thursday and asked you, when did you see me owning my own place? And you told me June. And she got in all caps. You were right. I got a quote for my own place Tuesday. I'll be moving June 1st. Not only did he nail it, he nailed exactly time frame.
Holy moly. And I don't make those promises. Like if I give a timeline, that timeline can shift. I had one time when I saw there was a woman who was in a domestic abusive relationship, and I saw her getting back with this guy who I saw had kicked in her door. And she said, oh, yeah, he kicked in my door before. And I said, oh, okay, well, this is coming back around. This is like a merry-go-round. And then a few months later, she messaged me to tell me that the relationship had ended, but he didn't kick her door in again. And I said, I think you missed the point of the conversation. You're calling me because he didn't kick your door in again. And I'm just grateful that you were alive to be able to call me. You understand? Like it totally went over her head. And so as a psychic, I think I'm constantly learning to get my ego out of the way. When I give dates and times, it's literally what I received. I ask for you to tell me if I hit the mark or how close to the mark it was. And timelines are fluid, but also I don't own the information. Otherwise, I would go crazy with all the people who call me, hit me back and say, oh, well, I got a job, but it was a part-time job. And I asked you about a full-time job. And it's like, I
said a job. I saw a job. And
excuse the hell out of me. You got employed and you missed the point. So I try to offer those perspectives whenever possible.
All right, so every other week I ask you this about me, and I'm at my ends with. So I just need to know, and I'm going to stop and searching for a house right now. These prices, the outbidding, the whole process is stressing me out. I'm literally just about done with it, but I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up. I just need to know, should I just move on and worry about looking for a house next year? Because it's either going to happen over these next 4 or 5 months or so, or it ain't going to happen at all. And I do I move on, or do I keep trying to find this house?
I think I told you the last time we talked about this that I don't really see some success in this until the fall or the end of summer. And there's a movement happening right now where you're not in control of the market. And that's, and letting go feels like defeat to you, and you don't seem to.
Yes,
like
I don't want to guess. I'm not a loser. Correct.
Once again, we have to discuss the planet Pluto in our horoscope, because right now you have Pluto traveling in your horoscope in a very sensitive position. And what it basically represents is where the universe kind of guides our steps, but it also represents where the universe says, this isn't the direction. You have to abandon this direction completely and start over with a different, fresh perspective. But you can't have reconstruction until you have deconstruction. I think you're in that phase right now where you're having to let go of an idea about timing, and you're not in control of timing. God is. So that's where a lot of your struggle is coming from. And that's going to take a daily, regular practice of saying, what is the pacing being asked of me right now? Pacing is like a catchword right now, because that's while Pluto's going backward in Capricorn, pacing and maturity and movement are things that, how do we respond when the universe says no, when we're trying to move right now? I mean, what do we do? Just like when our parents tell us, no, we're not going to McDonald's. It feels unfair, right? Because we've worked on it. We planned, we have everything in order. Why not now? And meanwhile, you don't know that you're dodging a bullet. Meanwhile, you don't know that you're not getting ripped off right now because the market is going to be better at a later time. Meanwhile, you don't understand that there are snares and traps right now that it's not appropriate for you to step into, because your prayer is actually meant to come to fruition. This number 9 of Cups here says that if it was laid on your heart, you'll receive it. So you don't get to say when it's time for God to bless you with a gift. You get to be ready.
So I gotta still just be patient and because if not, I want to make another investment. If not, I want this pickup truck so bad, Dex. But you can't buy a pickup truck.
God is not telling you not to stop moving. God's saying the house is on pause. So if there's something else you'd rather do with your time and your energy that will enrich your time here, because we don't have forever to live, that will enrich your time here, do that.
I know what I like. That life is short. Don't hold back. Way,
in my opinion.
All right.
And mind you, I've had 3 deaths in the last 3 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
I've been going through a significant transformation. I feel like my wording is probably a lot more spiritual now. I'm not trying to preach. I see somebody said preach. I'm really just in my prayer closet heavy. And so while I'm going through something, my readings have changed, if that makes sense.
Okay. Sorry for your loss too, Jack.
Thank you.
Sorry, very sorry. All right, let me go back to Marjorie. I missed Marjorie earlier. All right, so Marjorie, she's 8/15 Leo, Virgo moon and rising, and I really have a pull to travel, but my money isn't flowing easy right now. Do you see me traveling anytime soon?
Well, there's some other travel that you seem to be doing. This seems to be like a road trip, and that seems to be happening around June. Something about your job and work schedule seems to be oppressive too. I don't know if you have like time off that you can use. There's something about your job this summer, and you rebel against that, thankfully. So you are feeling some kind of a pull. I don't know if you're already feeling that kind of energy at work, but your work seems to be very oppressive to you. Something about your schedule. So anyway, well, maybe it's the dialogue around money. You said money isn't flowing very easily. Something about work that changes in July. And I do think you treat yourself with some kind of a road trip.
Treat yourself. We live once, people. Life is short. I'm on Dex. You got me now on so treat whatever I want. I'm treating myself. I'm not worrying about whatever. Well, and I'm telling my wife to call you too after that. But you heard what Dex said. Dex told me to be free.
Yep.
To get what I want. Live life short.
Jay Black, you'll be sleeping in that truck. You better calm down.
Thank you.
We can't get the house because you done brought that stupid truck. But Dex told me.
Well, I think we always have to use discretion.
Common sense. Yeah.
We have to decide what makes the most sense. Be sensible. That's also a good way to move to it. And certainly you don't want to do something out of rebellion because something else isn't showing up.
Yeah, I feel like I need something
because it actually is not going to satisfy.
But it feel like because this house is not coming through, I need to do something for me and one that really like
that's a temper tantrum.
Oh. See,
that's that when we talk about emotional eating, emotional shopping, that's a temper tantrum, right? So there's some energy that's feeling frustrated, and so you just have to get that money out of your hand, or you just have to move it. That means you haven't found a productive way to move it. So put it on your wish list. Think on it a little bit, especially because Mercury's going retrograde on May 10th until June 2nd. Any rash decision you make now, you'll probably live to regret later. So my recommendation would be to sleep on it.
All right. Attention time. I'm known to, yeah. All right.
There's some on Instagram. I don't think we've.
Go for it. Go for IG.
I just want to take one on. Yes. Phoenix is saying 1219. This is Capricorn, I believe. You're probably Sagittarius on the cusp of Capricorn. How do I get through Crossroads? I really just want to go with first presented best option, career and dating wise. I'm not sure I'm clear on that question. Let me see. I'm a pin it too, so people know who we're talking to. How do I get through Crossroads? I really just want to go with the first presented best option, career and dating wise. Oh, okay. That's impatience. There's an energetic happening right now where Mars is in Pisces. So whenever your ego is involved, it's going to cloud your decision making. You're going to live to regret it later. Pisces represents how we undo our best efforts, and Mars is ego centered. So that means whenever we are trying to do something just because we feel like we have to have something, instead of looking at the honesty of it, that we end up kicking ourselves later. So my recommendation would be to do some more investigation. This dialogue about taking the first option is impatience.
I gotta block somebody. I don't know why people keep trying. Once again, if you want to be a part of the show and you're a psychic or a medium or whatever, you can't just start soliciting people.
These are the trolls that are on my page. I shared this to my business page. These are the trolls that are on my page, telling people that they're going to die if they don't send them $700. And and I always tell people, I don't if they haven't come on my Tuesday Night Live as a guest, I don't know them. So I had one person say, "Oh, I paid her $300 because she said it was a curse." She sent me a picture of my kids that she got off Facebook. Anybody could have did that.
Anybody.
And you sent this woman $300 because she promised you're going to die. We're all going to die. You didn't need her to tell you that.
Delete. I'm just deleting the comment, blocking and using delete. Shawnee's not here to do this. All right. All right, Jeanette. Wait, where'd I leave?
Yeah, somebody else. I think Sean Westbrook or something.
Yeah, good old Sean. Let me get to you, Sean. All right, 424. Go read it, Amir. He's a Taurus.
424. Taurus. Will I have success with my VA claim in the next few months, and I get out of the financial blues to get a house next year?
Closer to August, this is the VA claim. There seems like there's some kind of a settlement. You're exhaling deeply. So either you're exhausted or you're not necessarily satisfied with it, but at least it's an exhale, which means that there's some closure. As far as the second piece regarding financial blues to get out of the house next year, you don't seem to be starting on that until later this summer as well. So later this summer, there's a lot of different movements happening for you, but you do seem to be focused and you're preparing yourself to receive. So I think that that's a good position and posturing. Like I said, if you're an earth sign during this summer, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, there's some changes coming to your life that are going to be wake-up calls. Some of us enjoy a loud wake-up call. Some of us don't. Some of us, don't like to be, disturbed when we're trying to move in a way that feels like it's good, but we might actually be asleep. So take care of yourself, earth signs, this season. It's going to be a bumpy ride. But I'm here every Thursday morning to kind of help walk us through it with perspective, I think, hopefully.
And one on IG I thought was interesting. Blues for Kaya. She's 914. She said, "Is the man I'm seeing my future husband?" 914 is the man she's seeing her future husband.
Wow. Get right to it, huh?
Right? I love it. The right question.
And so when these kind of questions come up, let me get an answer and then go forward. So is the man that you're seeing right now your future husband? I hate yes or no questions because they feel very kind of. I don't have a chance to connect with the person asking the question before I blurt out, an answer. I don't see you. I don't see you guys making it to the aisle. To the
wow.
Okay. Do you guys have a child together? I do see a child from this union, though. So you're not left without some gift.
You get a baby daddy out of it, Blues. You get a baby dad. But
keep us posted. Keep us posted. There's a movie. I'm also seeing 3 years. So you guys have fun. You guys have at least 3 years together. So if you haven't hit the 3-year mark, just keep that in mind. I'm not claiming doom over your relationship. This Queen of Cups says that you actually choose to walk away from it. So,
so you walk away, Blues.
There's something that happens. Damn it, he does something. Damn, I'm sorry.
He cheated. No, he didn't cheat.
Damn it.
I didn't cheat. That's what I said.
Oh my God.
On IG, search Media Room 360. Go to YouTube right now. Search Media Room 360 or on your Apple TV or Roku. Media Room 360. You can watch all of us. There's more people than just me that you just see on IG. It's just me and Dex right there. Unless Shiny, you can go to his IG and pop into it, Amir. All right, who's up next? Look like Aaliyah is on Facebook. Aaliyah Williams, 1026. My energy has been extremely disturbed lately. Will this change anytime soon?
So before the scroll goes, I want to make sure we get to Ashley Newman's question about how private readings work after this. Okay. So if somebody could look at that, find that comment and not lose it. All right, so Aaliyah Williams, 1026, that is Scorpio. And the question is, my energy has been extremely disturbed lately. Will this change anytime soon? Yeah, it will. Give me a second. I think what you're feeling is the movement of Mars in your horoscope. That's in okay. As we near toward the 30th is tomorrow. Is the 30th tomorrow? As we get closer to the 30th, your relationships with people are shifting, and that's going to cause some turbulence. Also, as we get closer to the end of May, you'll notice that just kind of a lot of different things that brought you joy previously are starting to get on your nerves. There's some adjustment needing to happen. And Scorpio is a fixed sign, doesn't necessarily like when change is pushed on them. It feels very like a violation. And so I see that you kind of are responding to how life is moving by feeling violated. It's just requiring you to take a look, take stock, some self-evaluation, and also be kind to yourself at this time. It's in the love card here. You may not be able to see all the imagery on it. It's better looking on Instagram. But the point of this period of time is for you to take care of yourself while some things are passing away. There's some changes coming, especially to your friendships.
To friendships too. Sean Westbrook said, thank you for earlier. All right, so Ashley Newman says, Dex, how does your private readings work? Is it a pay by minute? Want to get more of my money together for a good half an hour reading with you?
Yeah, sure. So if you go to Love 911 Tarot on Instagram or Facebook, there's a link there to book me. So that's it. It's $3 a minute. And there's you just go on the site, you can choose horoscope stuff, you can choose a gift certificate, you can choose psychic medium stuff. Soon you'll be able to choose a class. So yeah, just check out there's a link in my bio.
When you say class of what?
The first class, this summer I'm doing a summer series. The first class is going to be Hauntings Explained, and then we'll go into an intro to palmistry. We'll do an intro to crystal ball, and we'll also do an intro to how to read objects and know who owned them, where they came from, where somebody was. A lot of you guys are asking me. It's better than a tracker, I promise you. If you want to know where somebody went, where somebody was. Also, you can use it to read houses, cars, etc.
Now, when you say haunting explained, so that's like if you're feeling like you're being haunted, you're breaking it down.
Yeah, we'll be covering what a haunting is. We'll also be going into what types of spirits can kind of inhabit a space or a piece of land, or even a home, or a church, or anywhere you might feel some kind of a presence. We'll discuss kind of dispelling how we kind of dismiss sometimes when we think somebody is looking over our shoulder or breathing on our neck. The different kinds of spirits, like Avenger spirits who can't rest because they feel like they haven't gotten full justice. We'll talk about some of the other kinds of entities and paranormal activity that you don't need to be afraid of. It should be fun. It's only going to be an hour. So the class is like $10. So I haven't posted the link just yet. It's coming next month. Well, the class will be next month. I'll be posting the link very soon.
And speaking of spirits, and so Jeanette says 123. So she's having a cookout this Saturday for our dad who passed away 10 years ago. And are there any other spirits that plan on hanging out?
Yeah, well, there seems like there's a woman that shows up. She's kind of skinny though, and I don't know how to describe her except her earrings seem very kind of big. She has big earrings, but she seems kind of skinny. And she's posturing herself as some kind of auntie. I feel like she's a family friend. She doesn't feel like she's a blood relative. Do you guys have anybody that's crossed over that?
My memory would be horrible.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Anyway, there's going to be a number of people who enjoyed kicking it at family functions with you guys. There's a woman there that has crossed over that doesn't feel like a relative, but she typically was invited or may have been like an auntie, like a play auntie or something like that. So just think on it and let us know.
All right, Margie, palm readings are interesting.
Well, I gotta get to you later on, Dex. If not today, tomorrow, I'm gonna give you a call.
No problem.
Oh, you want a private reading? So you gotta go to this IG page, IG at Love911 Tarot. You can book your time frame and get you right in. I know a lot of my family members actually booked with Dex, and they said they had a great experience. They didn't try to reach out to me, say, "Yo, give me a hookup. Tell Dex I'm your." So no, they just booked on their own. So and Dex took care of them. So appreciate you.
Oh wow, thank you.
Reading, and they really got something out of it.
I love to hear that. Jeanette Bush is saying, I think I know who. And this should go never mind. So I don't know what that meant. I don't but there's a question on Instagram I'm going to take. If you're sitting here patiently. Circa 83 is saying, Leo, should I continue seeing this guy or be done with him like the other guy you told me I didn't like?
Dun, dun, dun. Wow.
I don't know why. I am always surprised when people come back after I've told them something that I wouldn't want to hear, So I continue seeing this guy or be done with him? Give me a moment. All right, you know what? You seem to be very suspicious of relationships right now. So right now, you're really not in the best place to be in a relationship, to be honest. You seem to be very suspicious. This chariot card says you seem to be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. People don't have to prove to you that they are valid and worthy of dating. You get to decide if how they're moving matches with who you are and and what you want to see coming out of yourself, right? So if you're moving in a suspicious way, it also feels like a very evaluating kind of a way, and nobody wants to be interviewed. Dating is not an official interview. It's kind of an interview. It's an investigation, but the way you're playing this feels very intense. And I think that's clouding your vision. This Ace of Wands says that you do move on from this, but I think that lesson comes back around. The Justice card says there's a perspective that you can't get away from. So everybody that you date, until you change your perspective, is going to bring this exact same experience out of you. It's not that the person's doing anything. They're moving how they're moving. And what it brings out of you is something you're supposed to awaken to and shift.
Good stuff.
She said, I'm an intense person. Yeah. Well, just make sure you don't burn the house down, right? It's okay to keep the fire burning. we just need some heat, but
just a little.
Don't burn the bitch down. That's what I feel going on with her.
All right. Appreciate you. That's IG. Once again, Media Room 360. Search it. I know Shani got one. Hold on. Get Eric out the way. I saw her sitting there for a while. One. Oh, I thought you said you had something. Erica.
No, I got to talk to him about something else. Look at you.
Okay, super. All right, August the 1st.
I hope it's me coming to Dallas, man, because
when you coming to Dallas?
He wants to. Oh,
I want to. It's not planned yet, but I definitely have to come to Dallas. All right.
Yeah, you gotta come back to Dallas.
Yeah, life's too short. Might as well just book your flight. All right. So live for it. All right, 8-1. My daughter is leaving for law school in August. Is this the right move for her?
Yeah, I mean, if that's something that she wants to do, this is an idea. This is something that's going to continue to grow. What she ends up doing changes. I think her vision about
so she's not gonna be a lawyer.
All right. Well, but she seems to have she changes her mind later, but there's a change coming. But this is the right move for right now.
Dex, I got an interesting question for you. If you dream of family members that pass on quite frequently, what does that necessarily mean, or does that mean anything?
It always means something. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, 5G. So the question was, somebody asked, if you dream of family members that passed on very frequently, what does that mean?
So whenever family members visit us, it's always significant because it's a visitation. There's always some information to impart, even if it's just a hello. So the thing that I always ask when people say that loved ones have visited them is, where were they at? What were they doing? And were they communicating with you or somebody else? So it's always helpful to kind of take each dream on a case-by-case basis, because one might have just been a hello. They may not have acknowledged you at all, but you just saw them, which gives indication that they're near, right? If they were doing something or talking to you, it might be interesting. Even if you don't remember what they said, it might be interesting to pick up how you felt. Was it urgent? Did it feel relaxed? Was there laughter? So were they trying to give you something, right? They share telepathically through our dreams. So I would investigate that. And also, is there a theme? Before, my auntie, who was an invalid in a hospital with multiple sclerosis, couldn't do anything but swallow and blink. 3 months before she passed, she started coming to me in 3 successive dreams to show me her getting out of bed and walking. And she was ecstatic about it. So I knew, because she hadn't walked in at least 14 years, I knew that she was probably, leaving this planet. So we can begin to suss out and investigate our dreams, especially when it's loved ones, because there's always some clue in there as to what they're trying to convey.
I got a question about dreams. No, 2 questions. Are you ever going to do a class on dreams?
Great question.
Just give you an idea.
You
say your idea.
You see, I broke out the pen.
Idea. Okay.
Yes, and I had mentioned that before, and then I hadn't done it. So yeah, I actually can and will. Thank you.
Okay, what if you keep dreaming about the same thing? Oh, it's not necessarily somebody that is related to you, but you just keep having the same dream. It's the same thing.
The same repeated dream over and over again.
Over and over.
Is it a different ending, or does it just stop every time at the same spot?
Nah, I keep having this dream that I had these babies.
Okay, she keep dreaming of babies, Dex. What does this mean? Over and over, same dream.
So when you have the dream that you have the babies, are the babies born, or are you having a dream that you're in labor?
No, the babies they babies. They, like, I just had them. They here.
Okay, so that is likely to be. It can be metaphorical, right? It can be literal, but it can be. This feels more metaphorical to me. And also, there's a couple different things that we can consider to be baby, right? Projects can be babies.
Business could be babies.
Business ideas can be babies. What I'd be more interested in is, how are you managing the babies, and how do you feel about them when you're taking?
Oh, I'm happy about the babies. It's crazy because I do want more kids. But then I look at it like, okay, well, maybe I'm about to launch something new. I've been doing a lot with media room, so I really don't have room to launch nothing else.
So there's 2 different kind of dreams that this could be, right? So you get to watch it and unfold and decide. One is an information dream, right? Something's coming, something's to try and prepare you. The other is a wish dream. So some dreams allow us to have certain experiences without having to live them out in real time, because we may not have the time, the energy, or the resources to actually experience it at that time. So we have wish dreams as frequently as we need to. So I would just pay attention to whether these babies represent a project, or if it's a wish dream.
I had a dream a Venus flytrap was growing in my yard, and I started to mow over it, and it changed my mind. Changed my mind at the last minute. What does that mean? Are you for real, Mustafa?
Yeah, she's for real.
4/16 is Mustafa's birthday. She's dreaming of Venus's flytraps. Like, what? I don't believe it, Dex.
I don't know. Maybe that you want to pay attention to nature more. I don't know.
Yeah, right. All right. So on IG,
so you don't interpret dreams, or you do?
I mean, I do, but not every dream is open for interpretation. Some dreams are a jumble of images, fantasies, something we saw on TV, something we ate last night. You know what I mean? Not every dream imparts information.
Yes, Ashley, more than one.
It's also an opportunity for our body to recharge. So our mind doesn't have to follow any logic in the dream world.
Okay.
Sometimes it does though.
Maybe I just needed some good sleep.
There's a couple on IG. It's been a couple people. I'm got you, Dr. Rodney. But DJ Touchstone is on there. July 4th. He wants to know. I want to move from my current home soon. Do you see him moving soon from his current home?
You seem to be working on it very, very, very powerfully in May. Okay, well, this looks like by July. There seems to be something that there should be something by July. I don't know if you're already in the space. There's some shifting about where you want to move though, so that's going to change as we enter this Mercury retrograde period between May 10th and June 2nd. It's a good time to revisit like the location that you're looking at. If you don't already have your eye on a space, but I'm seeing July.
That's soon.
There's a change coming.
That ain't soon. 3 months.
That's soon. 3 months.
There's a lot of movement happening in May, so it's not like all downtime. That's for sure.
Oh, maybe his lease or his current situation is about to be up, and maybe.
I got a question. So, will I be getting a new space November 9th? Soon.
You said what? Will you be getting a new space?
A new space, yeah. Adding. Not moving from where I am, but just getting another space.
That doesn't seem to be showing up until early next year. Or maybe that's when it's all finalized. I don't know, but I'm seeing February.
Yeah, because it's like I'm like if y'all came over here now, y'all be like, what? Like, you know, when you walked in my house, y'all walked in my house the first time, it looked like a house, and then it looked like the work area over there in a house.
I loved it.
Now it looks like a store. like a whole store. From the front, now when you go to the, where the living room and stuff was, where our living quarters are, that still looks the same, but like everything up in the front. Oh my God. You're not gonna believe it. If you walk in, you'd be like, this looks like a store.
All right, Shiny, you good?
I'm questions in the audience. I'm seeing questions on Instagram.
Well, Catherine been waiting for a while. Catherine Garcia. So 12/19. How long will she be single?
Give me a moment. I'm paging through the summertime for you. Oof.
Oof.
And I say,
sound like
let me tell you why I did that. I did that because the question is a loaded question, and so when I get a loaded question and I get an answer that feels like this person is already stressed, I have to find wording. I have to find wording that's big enough to live in. So that's why I say, I have to do some wordplay here. One of the first things I see, I don't see anything significant for you until October, but that doesn't mean that you are alone, right? It just means that there might be some solo intermittent engagement with other people, but October seems significant as far as you're concerned. And also too, please don't let this dialogue about value is showing up over top of you. Please don't feel like being single somehow affects like your worth. There's some self-questioning going on here, and that's been happening for a long time. So it's important that when we meet up with a partner, they catch us living our best life and not asking for permission for them to be our company. It's a big difference, because that same perspective allows us to know when it's time to disengage from somebody if it becomes something we're not in alignment with. But if we don't have a grounding and know kind of where we are and what we deserve or where we're coming from, then anybody could slide anything across the table, and then we're back at square one anyway.
Yeah. Being single is good to be single sometimes, to be alone, to know yourself.
It's a season. Some people don't like summer, some people don't like winter, but you can't avoid the season. If you're alive, you can't avoid the season. So
girl, date them all. Date them all. Just date them all till you find
that's
the right
actually
one.
Great advice. I think that's
date them all.
You could do an IG, and then I got Adrian next on Facebook. You got an IG one you want to hit on?
Sure.
B7,
do you see a romantic relationship in the near future? Everybody's talking about romance today.
Yeah, it's summertime. Nobody want to be single.
We coming into in the spring,
This ain't the time to be in love.
I was just about to say that.
Spring.
I was just about to say that. I I recently flushed somebody that I was dating. I wasn't going into the summer with that with nonsense. So I don't necessarily. Summer is for spontaneity, and it can certainly deepen intimacy if you're already with somebody. But anyway, Linda B7, do you see a romantic relationship in the near future for me? I see a couple false starts. You have 2 coming this summer. There's some. They don't seem to get off the ground. This number 9 of Wands 2, if you see here, says you begin to rethink your approach. You don't seem to be happy about it. But once again, and the birthday is November 30th, so that's Sagittarius. This summer is just going to be delivering some dialogue for you to revisit. The no strings attached the casual conversation is probably better.
Yeah, date them all, sis. Date them all.
Date them all.
Date them all.
Yeah. I saw Margie say, nope, winter is cuddling season. That's when it's time to cuddle. Is in the wintertime. Summer, be free. All right.
So what I like about summer, if we talk about like the relationship, when you go in hibernation with somebody during like the winter or fall season, it gives you an opportunity to get to know who you're dealing with. And when it's time for spring cleaning, there's an energetic movement when we start sweeping away and throwing away what doesn't belong. We start looking at our partners and saying, bitch, what are you doing here? Like, you're not immune to my evaluation. And so as it starts warming up and I start throwing away clothes that don't fit, if you don't fit, you have to go too.
Spring cleaning. How are you making me better? How are you making me better?
Yeah. Why are you still here? Are you just a part of the furniture? Are you collecting dust? Or is there some aspect of movement happening with this that qualifies you to still stay? If I'm throwing away sweaters and t-shirts that don't fit, if you don't fit, you got to go too. And I don't care how long you were dating. If you don't fit,
Dick said it.
You got to go.
You got to go.
Love it. That is,
and I recently
that's real
did that
talk.
with somebody.
That's real talk, though.
As he sipped from his wine glass.
Season of letting go. All right. Sorry. So Adrian started a business, Dex. July the 2nd is her birthday. She started a business with a couple family members. Do you think they're moving in the right direction?
Yeah, some family members are going to fall off, which is normal. Also, too, there's a power struggle coming. Oh God, my recommendation about business dialogues is to be very clear with regard to people's roles. This is why when you file for an LLC, it asks what's everybody's role. You're going to learn through this. It ends up being just 2 or 3 of you. So I don't know how many people are involved now. It seems like it might.
So is it going to be successful? Do you see it being successful?
After they unload some people who don't belong, yeah. There's I'm speaking shrewdly because it's a business dialogue, but it might be hard to have that conversation with a relative that you don't really, you're slowing us down or you're not pulling your weight. I mean, that can be challenging. It's easier said than done sometimes.
And if it's a good business, let me know. I'll be involved. I like to make money. Keep me
but I think what you're going to see is as we get by September, if y'all have to hold on.
Oh, wow.
This is what I'm telling you. This dialogue, the family's going to have to be more important than the business at a certain point because there's some drama.
All right, Don. 211. My wife is going through a health scare. Is she going to get better and give it to me raw, Dexter?
Wait,
fellow Aquarian.
Oh, you want it raw? Like sex? No.
Shut up, Dave. Oh my God.
It came at the end of the question.
So the question was 211. My wife is going through a health scare.
Oh, a health scare. This is serious. I'm sorry, Don. This is serious.
And give it to me raw, Dexter. So give me a moment. It's going to get worse before it gets better. But I do see there seems to be some kind of some ray of hope that comes in June, around the middle of June. So keep us posted. Once again, timelines are fluid. There's a little bit more waiting for some answers. So that's where I say worse, not necessarily in the condition, but there's a dialogue and a perspective that's being born, and you're going to have to bear this timeline. Once again, I said earlier, A lot of us are going to be faced with dialogues that are out of our control. Disease or dis-ease in the body or declines in health with a loved one, we can't control that, right? So when we start to feel and be reminded of the fact that the universe is held by something greater, we have to surrender and bow down. We literally have to bow down when it feels like the universe has its foot on our neck, because it does. It really humbles us in a way that prompts us to think in a certain way, in different ways, and it brings up material that allows us to recognize how resilient we are. So those are, medicines in life that we don't like. We like the blessings, we like the gifts, we like the windfalls, but we don't recognize that it's also a blessing when we're reminded that somebody's taking care of us and looking out for us. So
is there certain times of the year that we should be, I guess, more healthy, more conscious? Like when you say health, I'm thinking of wellness. Is that something with Zodiac? Nothing with Zodiac. Like, hey, Virgos, y'all all got health issues right now. Like you don't see stuff like that, right?
Well, Virgo, the life theme of Virgo is the physical health. They typically are visited by some level of a physical challenge, either by disease or defect. At some point in their lives, they are associated with the ancient smith maker in Greco-Roman mythology who worked with metal and worked on self-improvement. So Virgo's life theme is self-improvement. And the only way that we recognize about self-improvement and maintenance is by things breaking or things not working, right? So there can be personal struggles from a physical perspective or mental health perspective, or they're visited by people who need them because their physical body is being challenged in some way. And that's how they learn about the power of humility and service.
So is there a certain sign that's more well off? No,
God, no.
I guess every sign got their own
thing. My God.
I'm assuming, like, right, it's not like there's levels to it. Like one is better than the other.
Yeah, this is a great question, because when we talk about, I'm a this, I'm a that, we're talking about our sun sign, and the sun is the most challenging, meaning the hardest lesson that we have to learn in this lifetime. So if you say you are a Scorpio, your dialogue is, I'm here to learn about trust and vulnerability and bouncing back after painful, horrific experiences that should have taken me out, right? It's the dialogue about when we kind of are revisited by endings that we have no control over and when we have to surrender. But it also gives us an eye. We don't come back from hell without gifts. It gives us an eye to be able to tell somebody when they're lying to themselves. We begin to look at the truth about our situation, etc. Capricorn has another one, the career, right? They need to know that they have a purpose in this life. And typically that purpose isn't delivered right away. So there can be a period of time of feeling lost. But to the outside world, them mastering money and business moves is just a part of their dialogue around knowing they need to have a purpose. It doesn't necessarily mean they're supposed to be attached to money. It means that they're learning about how to be prepared for a blessing. So everybody is having some challenge in their area of their horoscope.
No, and happy birthday, Sean. Sean's
happy birthday, Sean.
Happy birthday, Sean.
What up?
Happy birthday, Sean.
Happy birthday.
I don't even know what season this is. What season is this right now? What
season is this?
Taurus? No.
Taurus. Yeah.
It is Taurus.
Taurus. Yeah.
You don't know your own daughter's sign? All right.
Well, you know what? I don't keep. They keep it. I know Carly is a Sagittarius because I'm a Scorpio. Her birthday is right behind me. Yeah. That one is a Taurus.
Yeah, Scorpios, y'all go through a lot too. Like y'all need to channel. Yeah. Anyway. All right.
Sean, a lot, and we need to channel. What do you mean? Now you Dex all of a sudden. You don't know. No, we don't go through a lot. We just don't deal with a lot. That's all.
It's been an hour of having Dex's time. Do we have anything else that we just want to generically ask Dex?
I definitely appreciate you guys for having me on. Before I take the last question, I'll say every Thursday morning, 8:30, I'm on here. Every Tuesday night and on Facebook and Instagram at 8:00. Check the link. Don't forget to follow me if you haven't already. The private link for private sessions are on there as well. So I'm ready.
Hello, Sarah.
Yes.
All right. So IG is at level 91. I know Dex after that hour, we like to give him a break. He came through. He got some good affirmations. It's a lot.
It's a lot, but this dialogue, I really wouldn't change it for the world. I love coming through and being able to laugh about life, even when it doesn't feel funny. So I think that's important.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I got to talk to you about something else, Dex. Since you planning on coming to Dallas.
No, it makes sense.
I want to.
We haven't talked in a while. I got to have a conversation with Dex.
Yeah.
All right. So we have every Thursday.
All right, you guys. Great seeing you guys. Have a great rest of the week. Talk to you soon.
Great to see you guys.
Yeah, he had an affirmation.
He comes through. That's the one thing that you can appreciate. Dex comes through and he gives some. The fun part is the insight be almost borderline scary, so you don't really be want to ask questions. You know what? I'm gonna let that ride. I'm gonna let that ride.
I'll be wanting
I don't know if I want that.
Some stuff I just kind of want to go through life and experience it on my own without it being tainted. Because if you tell me something, then I'm like he said, okay, next February you get your space. I've been looking for another space, so I'm like, okay, well now I can put that on the back burner till February, and I'll just.
But he said it changes. It can change day to day, week to week.
No, he did. He did.
He does say that it can change, but once he tells me something, then that's what I get locked into. Okay, February.
Yeah, and I think that when you're listening, like you said, with the change, that really also depends on your energy and whether or not you're locking in on what has been said to you. A lot of what we see manifest in our lives are manifestations of our thoughts, our actions, and the things that we, say to ourselves. So he's just giving you, a generalized highway. It's whether or not you want to jump on that on ramp or you want to continue to ride the service road as opposed to getting on the highway. So I really do appreciate, him coming on every week and sharing, things that he sees. That's super powerful.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Shawnee, what we talk about next? Where we going?
Y'all want to do some trivia? We got 90s, 80s, 2000s, and 10s. So, all right, let's start with
Wait, is it black people trivia? Is it black people? Or
it's just trivia, Jay. It has black people, white people, all kinds.
I know my skill set, so that's why I'm all right. Let me go.
Okay, we're gonna start with.
Losing, I'm a winner.
Let's start with 2010. We'll do 2010.
2010. Okay.
We're gonna start in the 2010s.
Let's see.
Okay.
2010s. Okay. So, what 80s pop icon? Okay, well, how are we gonna do this? So we're gonna let the audience members get their answers first.
Yeah, we're y'all blurt y'all out. Ashley always got an answer. She always. Go ahead.
Okay.
She be on point. I ain't gonna lie. Ashley on it.
What 80s pop icon passed away the day before the Grammys in 2012?
Oh, come on, man. That's too easy.
George Michael.
You don't even need no A, B, and C.
Prince. C. Michael Jackson. Or D. Whitney Houston. Says the man that was asking, is this black trivia?
I said, well, black questions, of course, that's easy. Everyone want to know that. But go, let's wait and see for a couple answers to pop up. Oh my God! Oh, the black people. Yeah, I need my skill set. Like I know my areas of opportunity. And you asking me something about Paul McCartney, I ain't gonna know it. But you asking me something about this. What celebrity died right before the Grammys? Everybody, Jesus, come on, this should be quick. Right before it was the Clyde Davis Grammy pre-party.
It was not. His name is not Clyde.
What did I say? Clyde Davis. Clive Davis.
Clive.
All right, I know the answer. Thank you. I told you, Ashley Newman. She always on point. Yes, Whitney Houston. Yes, Joy Jennings. Yes, that was an easy one. I like that. I like easy ones.
Okay, but you acting. But hey, I gave you something that you could do, and you didn't.
Yeah. That's good. Amir, did you know that one? Or do you think it was Michael Jackson? Okay.
No. I knew that one.
Okay. Which rapper launched the streaming service Tidal in 2013?
Okay. That should be. Look.
B. Ludacris. C. Jay-Z. Or D. Kanye West.
Are these white people trivia questions for black people?
Hey,
because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like white people will struggle with these type of trivia, but black folks. Well, who launched Tidal, people? Come on.
Everybody doesn't know who launched Tidal. Everybody doesn't know.
Ashley got it. Come on. Who else know? Anybody on Facebook? No? Before I put up her answer? No.
It's your favorite person. I'm surprised you're not jumping around for joy.
I don't want to steal the joy of the people. That was very easy.
That you would know. That's easy? Okay.
The greatest rapper of all time.
Greatest rapper of all time?
Yes, he's number one. It was between Biggie and Jay definitely over the Jay is number one.
Okay, so what rap star resurrected as a hologram at Coachella in 2012? A. Notorious B.I.G. B. Tupac. C. Nipsey Hussle. Or D. Jam Master Jay.
And what year did you say? 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, both those things happened in the same year.
Wait,
wow.
Did you say Nipsey Hussle was an option?
Nipsey Hussle or Jam Master Jay
in 2012?
Or Notorious B.I.G. What's your answer?
I know the easy answer, but the fact you got Nipsey was still alive in 2012.
Facts.
Like, how can he be as an option? But all right.
Nigga, I didn't write the questions and make the game. Just answer the question.
Yes. Yes, Joy got it. Ashley, of course, got it. Sean Westbrook, birthday boy, got it. Yes. Amir, that was an easy one, right, Amir?
So let's see if y'all know this one. What quote from Dr. Phil spawned a meme?
I'm out. Here we go.
A. B. Feels. C. Cash Me Outside. Or D. To Turn.
I was thinking Cash Me Outside because that chick, she just made $52 million on OnlyFans.
She did doing what? What did she do?
The Danielle Bergero, the Catch Me Outside girl, $52 million in OnlyFans since she started the account. I just saw it on TMZ.
Let me ask you something. If I start an OnlyFans page, I ain't gonna be naked. Okay, that's number one. But would y'all go to my my Cash Me Outside? Would y'all go to my OnlyFans page and pay?
She hasn't been naked. You know, soon she turned 18, they was on it. But she hasn't been naked. 52 million. But yeah, Shiny, I'm sure you.
What did she do on there?
She's not naked. It's just pictures of her. She talk, and I don't know from how they describe it. She talks about upcoming projects she got working on.
The world's changed. I got to get my life together.
19
I've been doing all the wrong things.
I need to get me a
Catch Me Outside. I'm going with Catch Me Outside. I'm with you, Ashley. I'm with Sean. Everybody's saying Catch Me Outside. Amir, what do you think it is?
I'm going with I'm going with the Cardi B.
Cardi B, the Okur.
Mm-hmm.
No,
so everybody else says C, except
Amir. It's the Cash Me Outside. She said, "Cash Me Outside, Cash Me Outside."
Okay.
She just purchased a $6 million home paid with cash.
Wow.
Why would you buy? Well,
because you got 52 million from OnlyFans. If I got 52 million, I can afford 6 on a crib.
Ashley but I ain't gonna pay cash for it. I'm not gonna pay cash for it. Yeah.
How about that? Yeah, Catch Me Outside. How about that? Like she got 52 million. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, congratulations to her. I'm gonna start an OnlyFans page next month. We're gonna see what y'all y'all about this life.
$4.99 subscription monthly. See how it go.
Because she I start at $2.99. I do $2.99. See if y'all come on there.
She got
I guess I could put my podcasting stuff there. My advice, because I got a phone call from our commercial yesterday from someone that wants me to help them take their career to the next level. So maybe I should do that.
That's the wave now. People are like 9 to 5. What? LOL. Yeah. Like social media, internet things is so many ways to make money. We just got to be more creative and stop being not gonna say stop being lazy. We got to be more motivated to try
open-minded too.
Open-minded.
You got to be open-minded because unfortunately, the one thing that I think we probably tend to not look at, especially when you start talking about the internet, is this is worldwide. So even if you don't hit here, somebody in Turkey may love you. Somebody in, France may love you. I know even with the lives that I'm doing, there's somebody from London. They get on every live I get on. They're like, I tune in. I'm like, I'm trying to figure out the time difference. I'm like, how do you make it on every live? I can barely make it on the lives, and I live here. So I'm like, but I guess once people, really, appreciate what you do, or whatever you bring to their lives, they make it their business to figure out, how to stay in tune. So. Look, the other gentleman, what's the other Singlinese young man who they said made $2 million, the dude that does all the TikTok videos where he doesn't say anything, the black guy, because he's super popular now.
He does TikTok and he doesn't say anything?
He doesn't say anything. Like he always does these videos, like it'll be like opening a bottle and somebody might take a knife and slice the top and he'll just untwist the top and go. And he's
the little black guy. Yeah, the little black guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know where he's from, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Wait a minute. Actually, if you promise a titty slip for 99 cents, 1 million hits, that's $1 million. if you just promise it,
people you just
it,
teasing. Hey, at some point it's gonna be a titty slip. What in 99
and they
cents?
gonna pay 99 cents.
And they never know. That might be the week.
I got to set that. I got to set that up today.
Yeah, if you get 1 million people at 99 cents, you Gucci.
And see, but again, this is what we don't think about. And that's the difference. People who really understand numbers, understand that kind of, math and the ideology behind it. That's why they winning, whether it's kids, because I think y'all reported on it, but there was another young girl last year who made something like 26 million, and all she does is draw or something. And she's a little kid. She's like 5, 6 years. I'm like, what am I doing wrong with my life? I got to get my life together. This just don't make no sense.
People
show up to a 9 to 5 for what? For the birds.
Wait, is it OnlyFans just to watch people eat? So you'll pay money to watch somebody eat, just to chew.
Yeah.
It's a lot of interesting. It's a lot of interesting things going on in this world, different from what it used to be, and people tune in. You might, Jay. You have to. I have to believe you see these horrible videos of people cooking. Like I saw one the other day. The person put the spaghetti inside the spaghetti sauce and added other stuff, and they just put it in the oven, boiled it or baked it. I was like, what in the backwoods cooking is just going on here?
Generic cooking.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's all kind of crazy stuff.
It's called ASMR. What is that? I missed that.
ASMR.
Maybe that's an acronym for
something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, all right. Next trivia.
Don't do it, Sean. I'm not gonna do it. I just said
no. She's not gonna show it.
Nah, I ain't gonna show it.
She's in a relationship. She would have to get approval.
If I was in a relationship,
you have to talk to your dude. You cannot just.
If I wasn't, no. What I'm saying is, if I was not in a relationship, I still wouldn't show it.
Okay. All right. But we do acknowledge you do in a
but
relationship.
No, I really ought to get him involved. I'd be trying to get him to do stuff because I'm like, dude, it's so much stuff we could do because he's in a wheelchair. I'm like, it's so much stuff we could do that people would watch and he'll be like, okay.
Them gold medals, he got them Olympic gold medals. That'll be
dope.
And
he don't. He like, He don't even want to do it. He'll say that he'll do it. Like he got one that he wants to put on TikTok. It's funny. But I don't know why.
But how would you start an OnlyFans and appeal to people? I guess it has to be something because so many people have them. So now, Amir, I guess it goes into research and trying to figure that out because it's like, wait.
And then there's just to the point that you just made a second ago. There's just the weird factor. This world is set up to tune into some of the most interesting stuff. You'd be like, y'all ever look at TikTok or whatever and see a video that's got like 200-something thousand views, and you'd be like, 200,000 people watch this? Why? Like, I'm confused. And this goes for like the dance videos and all that stuff. Because I'll look and I'll see the dance video and I'll be like, this wasn't even a great dance. This was terrible. But it's got 200K in people watching it. How? Why? Now, don't get me wrong. I do know that there is the sexy factor, meaning some of these videos, the women look this way or the men look that way.
That's how they really in.
I'm still like, this wasn't worth 200-something thousand people watching.
I know. I'm gonna start my OnlyFans page and I'm gonna make a commercial and run it right here and be like, y'all share this with y'all friends. Join my OnlyFans.
Even if you get 20 people, if it's 20 people every month, I mean, and you could build off of it. You never know. It's interesting. It's a good thought process. All right, we had kids. Science is in my basement.
Yeah.
All right, everyone understand. All right, next trivia. Come on, I'm back to my trivia questions. I feel like I'm on fire. I'm 100% right now.
Here we go. What was the #1 song of 2019? Bad Guy by Billie Eilish, Señorita by Shawn Mendes, Juice by Lizzo, or Old Town Road by Lil Nas X?
2019.
2019.
It was 3 years ago. Old Town Road has been out longer than that. Billie Eilish just popped off. I remember that name watching it.
Billie Eilish been out for a while.
No, I think that was the first year she popped, like right before the pandemic. First time I saw the little white girl, man, with the pink hair. I think, I have no clue for this one.
Yeah, I don't know this
because I don't know. If I had to guess,
Lil Nas X is the only name I know, and I'm mad that I know him. So
why? I like Lil
who was the
Nas
other?
X.
You said Billie Eilish. I heard of her because of the Grammys.
Billie Eilish,
and of course I heard of the
Shawn Mendes, Senorita, and Juice.
I don't know.
I mean Lizzo.
Lil Nas X, isn't that the young guy who did all of the devilish stuff when he came out and did his?
Well, he had been out.
He was kissing boys on stage.
He had been out. He had been out. Yeah, and Old Town Road came out in 2018, but it popped in 2019.
Exactly. That was That was the only
Old Town Road. Yeah.
All right, Marjorie, you on it? We see
Marjorie was on it. Of course, Ashley told y'all she be on it. I think.
Let's see if y'all know this one. Who invented the floss dance? Do y'all know what the floss dance is?
The floss dance. Yes.
Again,
you got to be coordinated to do it.
That arm thing. Okay.
Yeah. Was it A, Backpack Kid, B, Fortnite, C, Justin Bieber, or D, Jake Paul?
I'm a guess. I'm a guess. I'm a lock in my answer. Process of elimination. I'm gonna go with A, but say it's A, B. Give me the backpack. I don't even know who they are, but I remember seeing people in backpacks doing it. You said Justin Bieber. There's no way. The floss dance on the game. It was added on the game
to Fortnite.
It was added to Fortnite. I remember they said, "Oh, Fortnite got the dance now." So that ain't it because it was after the fact. Who was the D option?
Jake Paul.
I don't even know.
That's Jake Paul's the boxing dude. So I think
so I'm going with A. Process of elimination. That's why I'm guessing A. Let's see what the
backpack kids. Yeah, backpack.
Joey said backpack. Margie says backpack. Ashley got it right. Everybody get a point. Everybody got a point. Wow. Even Mustafa got it. Backpack. The little white. It was a little white kid that was the backpacker.
I guess. I don't know.
The little white kid. For the night. Stole it. Wait. Oh, Fortnite stole it.
We got gamers on here since we talking about Fortnite. We got gamers. Y'all play video games?
I play Madden only, and I ain't even played.
I haven't played none since Atari 5200.
I watched my son play Roblox and some of them.
I got a true story. I got a Dreamcast in the box. It's still practically brand new. I played it like three times.
Hey, send that to me. We'll do something with that over here.
All right, what's the gaming question? Let's see, because we do got parents on here.
What video game was released in 2010? A, Grand Theft Auto 5, B, Super Mario Galaxy 2, C, Call of Duty, or D, Battlefield 3?
Yeah, you need a real gamer for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need that's a.
Anybody don't know how to play video games?
Maybe somebody watching going to pop in with that one. Oh, I see Ashley got her answer already. I don't know if it's right or not, but I'm gonna go with her.
Grand Theft Auto 5. So it's A, Grand Theft Auto 5, B, Super Mario Galaxy 2, C, Call of Duty, or D, Battlefield 3. Ashley said Grand Theft. You're going with Grand Theft Auto 5.
She been right. I'm just gonna run with that. If I had to pick, you got to pick because that was.
I don't know. I don't know none of these games. Once Grand Theft Auto started being able to smack chicks, and I was like, okay, I can't. It's too much for me.
You one of them Michael Sean?
No. You know what? I don't
believe it's the games. That's the reason with society.
No. I'm not saying that it's causing our kids to be crazy. It's certain things for me that. Like I said, I feel like everything is programming in some way, shape, or form. When the video games got violent, for me, I was just like, okay, this is way too much. Because, I'm joking with y'all, but I'm dead serious. 53 years old. I remember when Atari, original Atari was a lot to blow your brother or sister off the screen. Like if you was playing combat, you could shoot them and they disappear off the screen and come back on the other side. Mm-hmm. And that seemed wild to me. But now that you could really run up, drag a chick out of a car, smack her, gun butters, I'm like, okay, that's too much. I'm fine. Y'all can have this. Yeah, y'all can have this. I'm cool. I'm still on Sonic and stuff like that. That's that. All the rings fall out of you. I'm like, okay, cool. I can rock with it.
What was the answer, Shiny?
Well, Joy got it right. It's Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Super Mario.
Nice.
2010.
Okay, so maybe y'all get these. We're gonna go down to the 80s. see if
80s. All right, 80s. Okay.
From the 80s.
Oh, I think I'm gonna post something today too from Throwback. Today is Thursday. Go ahead.
Okay, so what year did the original A Nightmare on Elm Street come out? 1982, 1987, 1989, 1984.
You did it. And she threw that off because I was about to say, how you go from 82 to 80? So what? Do it in sequel. You said 82, 84, 87, or what?
Or 89.
It definitely ain't 87, 89. Process is either 82 or 84.
It was 84, I think.
Oh, I actually said 89. She making me second guess. Nightmare on Elm Street. That's the Freddy, right?
Freddy Krueger.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for
Question
you.
was, Marjorie, the question was, what year did the original A Nightmare on Elm Street come out?
See, I say original. I'm going with 82 4.
First one. The 82 4.
Is it 82 or 84? I'm gonna go 84 as my final answer, Alex.
Hey, you say 84.
Amir,
you say
I said 84.
84, 1984 is yes. We got to start you know what? Next month, which is a week, that gives me a week. I'm gonna get prizes, and that way we can get
Mustafa was born.
Prizes.
Christmas, you said doing prizes? Yeah, no, my niece.
Yeah, we'll do prizes with this starting next month. Okay. All right, here's a good one. How many Saturday detentions did John Bender get in The Breakfast Club?
Holy shit.
Y'all remember that movie?
I know the name. That wasn't my type.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Molly Ringwald.
I know
you didn't watch
I know the movie.
I know the name.
All I remember is the end, but with the song, that's the only part of the movie.
What was the question? You said how many did what?
How many Saturday detentions did John Bender get in The Breakfast Club? Was it A, 8, B, 6, C, 7, or D, 4? It was a lot.
I'm gonna say 6.
I'll go with the highest number just because Joy said it was a lot.
Okay, Joy said 8, Jay said 8, Amir said 6, Marjorie says 4. Let's see. So the answer is A, 8. He got 8.
Hey, see, I'm rocking with Joy. Sorry, Ashley. I'm Team Joy now. She's right. I go with whoever's the hottest.
Whoever the hottest.
Yeah, whoever win it. Hey, that's my squad.
Okay, now you should know this. You should know this. Everybody should know the answer to this.
Oh, look at the time we gotta go to. All right, go.
What color were the tigers? What color were the tigers on the cover of Michael Jackson's Thriller? A, orange, B, white, C, orange and black, or D, yellow?
Wait a minute. He had tigers on Thriller album cover?
On the cover of Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh shit.
Give me the options again.
A, orange, B, white, C, orange and black, or D, yellow?
I'm going orange and black.
Orange.
My gut just said orange and black. I'm going C. Oh, Joy said white though. Ashley says white too. Oh wait, Joy changed. Wait, orange and white was an option. You ain't say orange and black was an option. Right?
I say orange and white. No, you got A, orange, B, white, C,
That's
orange,
easy.
black, or
Margie,
D,
what was that? Oh, Margie
yellow.
said it's easy. It's white.
She said white. Iris said white.
Confident. I'm going white. I ain't say my final answer.
Why you changing?
Because the way Margie just said it was easy with the LOL, it got to be all white.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to pull up.
Oh, now I can Google. I can cheat. Now that you said the Thriller album cover. I never even remember seeing tigers.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was like, there was a tiger. That's what I said. I was like, there was a tiger in there.
Album cover, Thriller album cover.
That's hilarious.
Oh, he had a baby tiger on his leg.
Yeah, he has a baby tiger.
And he was orange and black. Y'all probably can't see it from there.
Bam. Orange and black. Yes.
Orange and black. So all that easy. That's why I'm listening to Margie. I ain't never rocking with you ever again. Wow. Yeah. All right.
That's crazy though, because on the cover, like looking it up, the tiger is orange and black. But you know what? On the answer here, it says white.
Yeah, it said orange and white. It did.
It says white on the answer, that the answer is white. But no, the tiger is black and where did he get white from?
Black and orange.
Yeah.
Black and yellow.
They screw up too.
Yeah, they messed up on that one.
Yeah, you were wrong, Margie. It wasn't white. That's what. What? You were wrong.
I know, Margie. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's orange and black. I'm sitting here. Look,
orange
let
and
me
black.
pull
I'm
it
looking
up.
dead at it. Yes.
And I have
got
this
two
album
versions,
cover
with him hugging him and with it on his leg, and they both the same color.
Yeah, that one was in the inside of the thing. Like when we open the album.
I don't know about
that one. You know the album?
No, I'm talking about. She's talking about he was fine on that album.
No, I'm laughing at Margie's response. She's like, "Damn, he was fine. I'm checking him out."
That album cover is white.
Yeah, wait a minute. Where are y'all?
Yes, he had a white suit on. He had an all white suit on with a black shirt.
Yeah, here he is. Here it is, right here. The tiger is orange and black.
Orange and black.
How did he get white?
The original nose. Look at the nose. That's when Mike had the regular nose too. He was still Mike.
I was gonna say, y'all ever see the memes that said any albums that came out in the 80s where all the gentlemen were laying like that, they were fire albums? Yo, every time I see that meme, I be dying. It's every album cover that you could go back to where, the guy was laying like that. They like the album was fire back in the 80s. I said that just appeared to be the pose for every album cover. We got to get you with the late album look. What?
Yeah, I'm gonna post.
Okay, one last question. One last question. See if y'all know this. Okay. We all play this. It's another gaming question. What color did the ghosts have to be for Pac-Man to eat them?
Oh, come on, man.
What color?
Wait, Amir, you don't need multiple choice.
B teal, C red, or D pink?
Wait, say the colors again.
Blue, teal, red, or pink?
Blue.
Facts.
Oh, y'all know that video game. Well,
I got Miss Pac-Man here. I brought it. I got Miss Pac-Man the Centipede. It was one of them Christmas impulse buys 2 years ago. So I
you got the game from Walmart?
It's the full life, the big size. Yeah.
Nice.
I got two. I love them. And every time you get bored, you just play a little Miss Pac-Man.
One more Pac-Man question. What was the second fruit on the original Pac-Man? What's the
second fruit? Ooh.
On the original Pac-Man.
Give me a second. You
want options?
Oh, you give me multiple choice, and that's crazy. I play this all the time. Go ahead.
Okay, A cherries, A cherry, B strawberry, C orange, or D bananas.
I guarantee
second fruit.
I get Ashley bananas. You're way wrong, Ashley. That's like on the fourth. You way wrong. That's 5,000 points. That's way in the end.
Big black nose. He's like, wait a minute, that's 5,000 points. I know that.
The cherries is the very first one, so it has to be strawberry because the orange is later too. So it's strawberry.
Okay, Joy says strawberry.
I'm going strawberry.
Amir, what do you say?
Stick with me.
I'm gonna say strawberry.
Stick with me.
I'm gonna say strawberry.
You know Margie wrong. You know she wrong. She don't know tigers.
It is strawberry.
Bam!
Wow. Wow. That's a throwback though. Wow.
Oh, you know what? Next month is next week because Saturday is the 30th. So
the 30th.
Next week we'll play this, and maybe tomorrow if we have time we can play it, and I'll do giveaways. I'll do like media
we'll do some giveaways. Nice.
For a media room shirt, something like that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And then in May I need y'all to show up because we're gonna start our funding campaign for Media Room so we can grow and get some more things that we need to be able to broadcast to you guys better.
Maybe that could be the OnlyFans too for the show. Maybe something for the channel, and that'll be a way people can support and have a subscription if they really want to support the your movement.
Yeah, that is another way. But what information am I gonna give them? I might be overthinking it. But I think if I move that podcasting and radio class there and give out tips every day, and then people pay for it. Because people call me and they ask me a question, and when I finish answering the question, I'm like, dang, I should have told them to sign up for a console because I just told them everything.
Yeah, because you can give out little. Yeah, I like that because everything is electronic. It could be an electronic gift card to Best Buy or Walmart or whatever. I like that. Yeah. So one random person wins, and you can talk about that. Yeah, you got my brain going now. Yeah, but yes, so this was fun. I like trivia. So let's do more trivia, especially when I can participate and know stuff. I really, really, really enjoyed it. I really did. So Dex was good today. Mike jury duty. I think he said it's a full show tomorrow. I think they gave him off tomorrow, so he don't get $5
he's tomorrow. No $5.
No
$5 for you tomorrow.
So,
and thank you, Amir, for stepping in.
No, thank you guys.
Joy.
I always appreciate coming on here and having the time to chop up with you guys. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
It's a movement. All right, Shani, take us out. Amir had a long one yesterday. I don't know if I want Amir to take us out. I think Amir take us out with a quote. Amir had a long one. No, it was.
Let me see. Dang, you said that, and I got quotes. Let's see. So, love me for who I am, because I can never be who you want me to be.
No, don't say Mike. Say yours. Yours. That Amir had to come up with his own. That's cheating.
That's cheating. Okay.
Yeah, you're biting right now. You're a biter.
I wasn't prepared.
It's old school. Just throw back. You're a biter.
Okay. Let me look at one of my posts. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was gonna have to do this. Jay just be throwing stuff on people because he don't be wanting to do it.
On me yesterday.
I was coming back. When I got back, you had ended the show. I'm sitting up here rushing to get back, and I said,
Teresa said, "Wait, I wasted all my makeup for 15 minutes."
Yeah, she did. She sort of did. That was hilarious.
I'm out. I don't know what's going on.
Here we go. All right, you guys. Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. The working person's mindset will never understand the entrepreneurial spirit. So make sure you do what you got to do, because sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get to what you want. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, Amir, Sexy Mo, Mike Sean, Jay Black, Shawnee Scott. It's Michael Sean and Takeover Legends, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're out. Yay, y'all.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the